got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I wanna follow you. It is my time to choose. Nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I wanna follow you. It is my time to choose. It is my time to move. I wanna follow through.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the horizon.
The donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses.
Wow.
I think about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah,
Great deals.
computers and accessories
wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store to price match it?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone. It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. Because GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show is with you together on Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. Thanks for huddling up with us, staying cozy, all cuddled close in against one another. Like a big, warm Gaming Morning Show. Beanbag. I thought of a beanbag chair. That's what came to mind. The whole time, I was like, it's gotta be something better. It's gotta be something better. No, I thought of a beanbag chair. I do like your shirt, though. Holy cow. This was unplanned.
Look at us.
Who would have thought? Look at us together.
We're so fancy.
Yeah, we're really cool. It is 6:08 on the West Coast already. 3 hours with you this morning. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up very shortly. A little bit less shortly will be the Gaming Morning Show, This Day in Gaming History, and birthdays to celebrate. And then even less shortly after that, we'll get into our subsequent hours, which should be a lot of fun. I like how the Flames don't even play today. Yet we're all flamed up.
What are the odds? Welcome to Twitch's #1 Calgary Flames stream.
That could be true. I don't know. Sounds good on paper. Just a second. I need to finish reading the 3 different things that I just accepted on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I acknowledged something and I accepted 2 other terms and conditions. I don't quite know what that's all about. Seems intense though. So
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think they need to be for anything. It's okay. We have some exciting news about GMS Plays too, so we'll share that coming up here in just a little bit. On Friday, we're going to welcome in Neil Jones, who's the developer of a game that we've profiled on the show before. We looked at it primarily from the musical side of things, but Neil is a developer, so we'll talk to Neil about Aerial Knights Never Yield coming up on Friday's edition. And we did get a response, and I'm not actually messing with you this time. We actually did get a response from our March Name of the Month developer. So we are hopefully, I mean, it's not confirmed, but we got a response. They said yes, that we're going to have when we give our Name of the Month for March away. And we'll also have the developer of the game on, which will be kind of cool too. Axe is here.
And you'll see that come in July or August.
Stop that. No, we are so on top of it. Fulfillment's great. Booking is great. We're doing so. Spring is tough. Axe is here. Kate Zaid is here. George is here. Good morning, George. Or as we've come to say, either food morning or good moron to you. Kiki has a meeting. Death, taxes, and Kiki has a meeting. Although I feel that pain with you for sure. And Axe is here. Good morning to you too, Axe. It is good. Axe. Blaze. Wow. I saw Excel and that told me Blaze. How are we gonna do this? Is this an omen for the show? Right?
It's gonna be something.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Like last night about 3 in the morning, we have a sump pump, and for those who don't know, in your basement or your crawl space, you can get water because all the groundwater goes into the basement, and if you can't get it out, that's bad for your foundation, and it's bad for your house and your air quality, a whole bunch of things, right? So when we first bought this house, that was one of the things where like, hey, we think your basement floods. So we bought a sump pump, which sucks all the water into it and then pushes it out. That's pretty accurate, right?
Yeah.
Sound good? Am I Bob Vila all of a sudden?
Oh, you got it.
And it last night just started beeping, and so it stopped after like 12 seconds. I went back to sleep. Then this morning, I'm in this studio doing some stuff that I've been meaning to do for the show, and goes off again. And so then my wife reads what the box says, and the box says if it starts going off, you should check immediately because your basement could be flooding. So I did what any amazing homeowner does. I just
Sent your wife down in the crawl space.
Okay, that was plan A. She texted me that. She's like, it says we should investigate immediately. So then I was hanging around, and I finally go inside, and I was like, so what'd you find out? She didn't go under the crawl space. That's not her cup of tea. So I hung my head down there, and I can see the sump pump from the opening. I don't see any water around it. I don't see nothing. So for now, I'm just going to say, hey, we're all right. That's a problem for future Ryan, okay? But probably should call the company or something and say, hey, our alarm's going off. So
yeah. At least it's happening during a relatively dry period. At least it's not the middle of rainy season.
Thanks for the bright spots, man. It's great.
Gotcha.
George is currently in online uni, so he'll be dipping in and out of chat. So here's the deal. Like, could you have imagined getting the opportunity? Both Sean and I went to college, but it was a significant amount of time ago. Could you imagine being able to, like, take it online and be able to kind of, like, side listen to things? Mm-hmm. I see very good things that could have come from that. I see very bad things that could have come from that.
That'd be dangerous.
How tough is that, George, to have to do it online? Or were you online before pandemic? I mean, my assumption there is that you were enrolled in uni and then now you're online because of the pandemic. So that's a curiosity. Kate is here this morning as well. May 8th, reminder, cosplay contest for Star Wars coming up from twitch.tv/KateSaid. Our topic of the day has to do with work, and it could be after school too. So for those who are in school or who aren't currently employed but have worked in the past, what is something that you typically do after you get home from work? And specifically, what is the first thing that you do when you get home from work? And I had a tough time answering this question because I haven't had like a very routine set schedule type job in a long time, right? My work is just kind of all over the place constantly. So in this scenario, you have more of the routine work, right? Do you have something that you do every time you get home?
Not really.
Yeah.
It just depends on the day, and most days when I get off, it's about dinner time. So it's usually just right into family time for dinner. But nothing consistently enough to be able to answer that question, no.
Yeah, I'm curious, Chad. Do any of you have like that routine? Like I swear, like back in the day, that routine might have been, I get home and I crack open a beverage or something, right? Like every single time you got home, you did the same exact thing. And I don't know if it's like that anymore. So I'm super curious to get that feedback from you. What is the case? And let us know in the chat if you have a routine. Today is also World Creation and Innovation Day, which sounds very similar to a day we had yesterday, right? I thought we had some creativity day yesterday, right?
Yeah, it sounds very similar. I don't think it was the exact same wording, though. You're wrong.
World Stationery Day. Bulldogs Are Beautiful Day, which I really like the name of that one. I like that a lot. I personally don't like the look of a bulldog. but I like the fact that that is titled Bulldogs Are Beautiful Day. I think he died.
I did die.
Oh, he was right there. World Stationery Day, Chocolate Covered Cashews Day, American Red Cross Giving Day. It is also Tea Day, which I tried to find more information on Tea Day. Couldn't find it. It's Banana Day, which I thought was kind of cool. Administrative Professionals Day, Kindergarten Day, and National Yellow Bat Day, on which Mike put a link. So, we'll have to figure out.
Why is Kindergarten Day not in the fall?
When kindergarten typically starts?
Yeah.
That's a good point. George said, saying I'm on a music degree, the pandemic had made it super hard to do uni, plus it's my final year, so that's anticlimactic. And I have thought a lot about folks who are, in that last year of college, right? Because you do have all the stuff that you kind of look forward to, the culmination, right, of all the things.
Yep.
And you being a musician, I imagine you can relate to this. Like, George probably has, concerts and pieces and things like that are part of, like, capstone projects. George, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I imagine. That's a burst.
George says T-Day has been all over the TV in the UK. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, so that's what I thought. Like, is it something to do with, the UK? Also, Axe, we asked, what's the first thing you do after you get off work? And Axe goes, go home. Fair. True. That's rough, George. Yeah, I totally get that. And in my opinion, that likely doesn't add any fun to the fact that you are able to, like, say, watch Twitch streams that you maybe didn't watch in the past, if that's of any interest to you too. So, Lady K is here. Repetition infuriates me. Unless it's snuggle time with AJ, then it's fine. Also, AJ is here. How about that? It's good to see you both this morning on Gaming Morning Show. And good morning to you, Kajito. It is good to see you on this Wednesday edition of the show. Halfway through the week already.
It's gone quick.
It really has. I'm playing horribly, by the way. Just want to point that out, just for the record.
No, it's totally fine. It's going less than I do. This is our last day of playing season 2.
Oh, does season 3 start tomorrow?
Yep.
Is that what I just accepted? All the information?
Yeah.
About?
Yeah, they're preloading a bunch of the season 3 stuff. Oh, I thought you were gonna get him.
I thought it was. Oh, whoops! I already flipped to the screen. Oh no! I did it again. Chat, we actually haven't lost this round yet. I thought that was the 6th one. So,
no, it's not.
So we're still playing here for a second. Well, I tell you, the AJ asked, did you guys hear that Season 3 brings a way to unlock weapons and zombies? What?
Ooh, that's handy.
You were so happy you almost swore on our stream. Okay, now it's over. There we go. I wasn't too confident, but that's completely me. I apologize. And good morning to you, Emo Kid Mark. Mark, you're going to have to tell us. I meant to respond to this on Twitter yesterday, but I was in between places, and I wasn't able to do this. You found something that's like a startup where they'll bring a truck with a concert for you? What? It was like, it looked like a moving truck, Sean. And it said if you book this truck, then a concert comes to you. And what I'm really missing is like where the band comes from. Does the truck just
Are they driving the truck?
Right? Is the band a la Bob stuck in the box of the truck?
Ooh, Bob Band.
Did you say Bob Band?
Yep.
Oh, it's for the band itself. I thought the main, and again, I would like to point out, I did do extensive research on this. This is very much that I read the headline. Okay. the Main was the name of the Twitter caption, and not having heard of the band The Main.
Gotcha.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
I'm with you.
Are you hyped about that? Would you buy it?
No, probably not.
Just like the polka band in Home Alone, playing as they drive. True. How big is that? How big is that truck, Sean?
It could be like a moving truck.
That's true. Do you have enough? Is the Main made up of 3 or less band members though? Last time I checked, those cabs were like 3-seaters. So
we'll see. Maybe they've bolted down seats into the back.
Out of curiosity, have you heard what AJ's talking about with the season 3 weapons?
No.
Okay. Is that something we're going to address in the upcoming segment?
We'll talk some about the season 3 information, but I don't think that's in there.
Well, thank you for the report, AJ. I was so bloody happy I almost swore in a GMS stream. So good. That is Sean. I am Ryan. We'll tell you about the GMS plays that we have scheduled for this weekend, coming up in a little bit. A reminder, Snufkin, who was a guest on Monday's Gaming Morning Show, has a 12-hour charity stream coming up on Saturday, benefiting Asian Americans Advancing Justice. This is coming up on Saturday at 1 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. GMT +1. Be sure to check that out, twitch.tv/Lil Snufkin.
Mm-hmm. It'll be good stuff. All the fun things happen on Saturday.
Soon, my friend. Soon you'll be out of there.
And then everyone will start doing things on like Thursdays or whatever day replaces Saturday.
Thursdays will be the next new one. They're having a contest where you can enter the contest and they choose you to come where you are to perform. I mean, that's a really great idea. I hear lots of footsteps.
Yeah, I did too. Shot one guy. He's inside now.
Okay. Oh, I see him.
Oh, that's Tomahawk.
I got flashed.
He's there.
He beat us.
Yeah.
I switched
Shot me.
Yeah, Mark, you noticed that. We did too. We're very red today. Good morning, Load Last Checkpoint, or as some say, good moron to you. Just like the Poke Band. That could be a challenge. That's a good point. If a certain amount of money is raised, then Snufkin changes to Lil Snufkin for a week. Or for 30 days.
Alright.
That person didn't see me at all.
I provided Overwatch and did not see a single person.
Yeah, and this is the funniest part about this, Mark, in my opinion, is the Flames don't even play today, so...
Yeah.
I just hadn't worn my shirt. It's been on a different rack where I don't normally grab my clothes. It's been in the laundry room. And so I was like, oh, I forgot I had that. Because I bought this and then, like, washed it right away. Can't believe I won that, but I'll take it. He's behind me! He's behind me! Thank you.
I was chasing him the whole time. I just couldn't get to him in time.
He scared me! We got the Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news coming up after this. So we get the headlines of the day, video game related. So is the Main good? How good is this band? I got this. Watch out.
My own shadow scared me.
It's unfortunate.
Oh my gosh.
I really thought I had that person.
I'm reloading. That was bad.
Checkpoint. I did not come here to get insulted. In our world, top of the moron is a good thing.
Moron refers to us, not you.
Yes.
One's coming your way.
never understand the shotgun stats. How'd you lose that? I thought you had it.
I disagree.
Good moron to you, Chat FM. It's good to see you back. The answer to your question, Mark, is we kind of planned in the sense that we both, root for the same hockey team. So there you go. So while we didn't, contact one another, we're like, hey, do you want to wear the same thing today?
They're both in that room over there.
Oh, he was somewhere about to shoot me. I have no clue where.
Michael's here.
The first thing I do when I get off work is scream, freedom! I'm trying to convince, this came up yesterday in Nintendo Nerds' stream, I'm trying to convince Look It's Myco, oh, you almost got him!
Sure did.
To start a limo service. Because if you acronym Look It's Myco, it's limo. So I'm thinking like a limo service could be a secondary revenue stream for Look It's Myco. Nice work.
I was so scared of that tomahawk.
So Axe, now that you subscribe to the kneecap tier on Gaming Morning Show's Patreon, then you could have Myco drive you around. Of course you have your chauffeur's license. Does that surprise anybody? No. Not a single person.
Question is, has he ever used it professionally?
That's true. Have you ever had a job? Wait, what? You need a chauffeur's license for FedEx?
Oh, interesting.
Person's always peeking that doorway. Oh, yes!
Oh, and I was coming up right behind him just in case.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Yeah, this person's been sitting in this doorway every single time.
Oh, you picked it up. Nice work. Nice.
I was pretty proud of that one. Chat FM said, I have a download trashing my playback, so if you could speak in 2 words, pause, 2 more words, it would help. Absolutely. Chat. Happy to customize the experience for you. I got scared because I was shooting. Alright, you at least got the good one. Oh.
That jump.
Yep, the jump.
Saved him.
You're welcome. Happy to help.
Oh, Mike did watch you yesterday.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. I shouldn't have lost that. They stemmed too. Customize the experience for you. Kajito, yes, that's how you do 2 words at a time, 5 words at a time. This is proof that Gunfight is a great game for our show, unless we have to play it twice in a row. Then it throws our clock off so much. Nice job. We win! We are one of life's winners. 6-4. Not bad. Did you sweat a little bit?
I had no idea where he was, and then I kept hearing him, but couldn't find him.
Nice chat. Reciting some lyrics. I was on a lyrics bender yesterday in Austin's stream. Everything that Austin said reminded me of some sort of lyrics. I mean, I even got into MIB. Here come the man in black. Yeah. It's fun. I had a good time.
Nice work.
Every breath you take. Yeah, that's how I know Mike's getting closer to me, is it gets louder as Mike closes in. It is 6:30 on the West Coast. It is 9:30 on the East Coast. 2:30 for those watching in the afternoon. GMS Plays news. We have 2 episodes of GMS Plays coming up this weekend. We'll tell you about that. But first, as Arturo smashes the tail, it looks like a cat shark because his tail was in the frame and that was it. So it's just doo-doo, doo-doo.
He picked the least graceful way to jump up here.
How did he do it?
Just plowing through my mixer.
You know, I don't get the impression that Arturo cares. Arturo just wants the love. Well, whilst holding a cat, it is time to get the news, and we'll tell you about GMS Plays, and we do that right now. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 21st, 2021, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. We're going for gaming news speed runs this week, apparently, because not much to talk about. Not much out today. But the 2 news stories I do have for you are both important to us here at Gaming Morning Show. Story number 1, Discord reportedly ends acquisition talks with Microsoft. This comes from Marcus Stewart of Game Informer, and this is fantastic news, in my opinion, for everyone that uses Discord, but especially for us here, because we use it quite a bit. Microsoft was reported to be offering to buy Discord for the likes of $10 billion. But Wall Street Journal reports that sources close to the matter have claimed that Discord has decided to remain independent. According to sources, Discord's reasoning appears to be a simple one. They're doing just fine on their own. They currently are valued at around $7 billion, and as of 2020 have 300 million registered users. So they're doing just fine, and able to keep up with the demands and the user base. So no real reason other than a payout to sell, and I feel like they can generate more money on their own. So
that's
they're
so
doing it.
funny you said that, because that's the first thing I thought of. It's like there's no way that they need to sell. I mean, I bet you think of how many you've reported on this, hundreds of thousands, right, of gamers that are out there who likely use their service. I mean, you could pull the old Wikipedia method and raise 30 million to 300 million to maybe even $3 billion if you needed to, I'd imagine, right? So.
Yeah, and that's the money is one reason why you would buy, and it doesn't seem like that's the case. And the other thing would be like if they're growing so fast that behind the scenes they're literally holding things together with like duct tape, and they're like, this isn't gonna work. We can't keep doing this. And then you look for someone big who can handle that sort of thing and come in and fix some of the infrastructure and stuff like that. But that doesn't seem to be the case either. They seem to have things pretty well under control despite the growth they've had the last couple of years. So this is good news. This is very, very good news. With that said, things change. So this is for now.
Yeah.
So we've at least stayed this off for a little bit. This wouldn't be the first time something like this comes out, and it was done solely to generate other interest, and they end up selling for $12 billion to some other company.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
So.
Stay tuned, but for now.
Yeah. But for now, it looks good. And if it is true that that is their reasoning, that's fantastic. That makes me feel more like they actually don't want to sell right now, as opposed to using this as a negotiation tool. Second news story of the day, of course, is Call of Duty Season 3, because that is coming in about 15 hours, I believe. Will be coming later this evening for us here on the West Coast. But for sure by tomorrow, when we play tomorrow. So we have some Season 3 updates. Including some new operators. The one that they're highlighting, of course, is the evil version of Disney's Elsa, or so it looks. I believe that is Wraith, is her name, and why Call of Duty also needs a Wraith.
Oh, you're not joking? They literally named that character Wraith.
Wraith. Mm-hmm. And apparently this is a comeback. She has existed in the past.
Oh, okay. Well then, Respawn, what are you doing?
No, she's Elsa, so that's fine. Just call her Elsa.
And now you know.
And there's some other operators. You can go check those out. The link we provided has the main picture that they put out every season where it has all of the information kind of in an infographic, and it has some more there. We're getting a slew of new weapons. We're getting the usual new guns that are part of like the tiers. As you get to certain tiers, you unlock new weapons. Including a PP-41 SMG, which has a moderate damage rapid fire, which unlocks at tier 15. There's a new sniper rifle, a Swiss K31, which is a bolt action sniper with high accuracy, fast aiming speeds, and a fast rechamber. There's a new ballistic knife, which is always fun. A new tactical rifle, the Carve 2, which is a burst fire. A new pistol, the AMP-63, which is the cross between a self-loading pistol and a fully automatic SMG, which deals high damage. And a baseball bat. Baseball bats are cool.
Always good.
We have
It's always good when you end it with "and a baseball bat."
Yeah, and a baseball bat. There's some new maps. There's Yamantau, which is a 6v6 map. Diesel, which is a 6v6 and 2v2 map. Standoff will come mid-season as a 6v6 map, and Duga comes mid-season as a multi-team map. There's a new score streak in Strafe Run. 2 fighter jets fly through a designated area and fire off machine guns and drop a couple bombing bombs. And some new multiplayer modes. Sticks and Stones comes out tomorrow with the start of the season, which has been an existing multiplayer mode in the past. According to the studio, it's every operator for themselves, with each player deploying with the R1 Shadowhunter crossbow, ballistic knife, and a tomahawk. It sounds like chaos. And then mid-season, we're going to get multi-team elimination, which will be fun. We'll see.
And also, this coming in from the real AJ Storm earlier in the show. Did you guys hear that Season 3 will bring back ways to unlock weapons and zombies? The editorial part of that is, I'm so bloody happy, I almost swore in a GMS stream. Thanks.
I like it. Yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about Call of Duty. So lots of Call of Duty stuff. I'm always excited for a season refresh because we get some new maps to play, maybe some new guns to play on Gunfight. So we'll check it out. But always last and every least, we finish off today's Gaming One Show Morning Gaming News with the World Renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. And there's nothing. Yet again, nothing is out today. So for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to that emo kid Mark. Congratulations. Your name of the morning.
Let's go. Congratulations, emo kid Mark. Thank you for being today's name of the morning. I don't know. Can we give Mark and whoever won, wasn't it Wage who won on Monday? We can't give them away as part of a name of the month giveaway, right?
Well, we'll see if they end up being name of the month.
Oh, that's true. You have to be chosen.
And then you could win Wage or Mark.
And if you're a Patreon subscriber,
and we'll reach out to the developers of Wage and Mark and see if they can come on for 5 questions.
Oh no, we're gonna be calling parents or families. Well, it'll be an interesting show.
I hope there's some good games.
I don't think
named games coming out this month.
I don't think giving away humans is something that's a good thing.
I mean, we've already made promises, so hopefully something has a good name this month.
Are you saying no? Did we get a no take backsies? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, we have to keep our promises.
Kukuri is here. Kukuri, as many call Kukuri. By the way, Kukuri, I just got a notification this morning that an Apex order that I placed in like January was canceled and I've been refunded. So I'm concerned you never got your stuff because you won our Apex calendar giveaway. So if you never got it, let me know in Discord because it sounds like we're gonna have to figure out another thing to give you instead. Jazniff is here. Thank you for saying hi. Sports.gaming. Yes, Chat FM, that's exactly what happens. You never know what's going to happen on Gaming Morning Show, and this is your fault for going to take a phone call. Next time, you reject that call. or otherwise bad things happen. Well, see, like Jasnif has a good answer to our topic of the day, which is what's the first thing you do after work? And well, I still like Axe's answer of go home, which is really good. Going with the feeding the dog is a good routine. So I don't want to end up in a box with Bob. Have you ever seen Taken?
Yeah.
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 Is that what we're turning into?
Kind of.
Good. We will find you. We will.
We will give you away.
AJ also reporting the ballistic knife is in former Zombies games could be shot at downed teammates to instantly revive them. I hope it keeps that.
That's cool.
How does a knife revive somebody?
It's got some medicines on it. No big deal.
Okay. And yes, War has seasons. This is season 3 of War Zone. So, does anyone is there anyone who primarily plays Warzone still? I'm curious if that's the case, because I've been so into my Apex Legends like silo that like I don't know how many people are playing Warzone still. So I'm curious what if that's the case. Oh, you can see it there. Look up your chat feed. So we'll give you the news now. GMS Plays returns. This is where Sports.Gaming takes us on a playthrough journey, and on Friday it's going to be Astro's Playroom, and then on the 24th Bug Snacks, and both of those will start at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, and you can watch both of those at gms.watch on all of our normal platforms: Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and a gamingmorningshow.tv. You seem pretty excited about this, right?
But Ryan, Astro's Playroom is a PlayStation 5 only game.
Correct.
How are we going to play that?
Listen, you just sent me a text. I just I type what I'm told, unless it's Mike. Then I vet it a little bit.
Then you vet it.
Yes. Other than that, you tell me. Like you put on the teleprompter, I say it.
My understanding was the PlayStation 5 was a myth and didn't actually exist. Guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Friday.
Maybe what you're banking on is the fact that like the Main, which is the band that has a delivery truck to play concerts in, will stop by your house, and whilst there, they drop off something that you can play Astro's Playroom on. I don't know. Just guessing.
We'll figure it out.
Jasnif says, forget Warzone, that game is ass. The best games now are akimbo pistols with 80... No. Really?
The game's gone downhill since we stopped playing it.
It's like a propelled knife at that point. I don't understand it either, but it works. And for my medic mentality, I will be using it. Hey, use what works, my friend.
My wife, her theory is that it's an EpiPen.
Oh,
Shoot it from across the room. Epi knife.
Chat FM says, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for interactive games, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of DLC. I like that rewrite.
I like it.
Not bad. Kind of got a blue hue to me today. Whatever. We're going to play another round of Gunfight, and then we'll get into Gaming Morning Show birthdays and this day in gaming history coming out as well. Load Last Checkpoint says, Sean put a PS1 on top of his PS5 and is going to try to play Astro's Playroom.
It's worth a shot. The math checks out.
I mean, carry the one. Only I would try to carry the one on single number edition. But we did say it earlier.
4 + 1, carry the one on over to the 4.
We did say it earlier when Mike was asking why I was on YouTube. I'm celebrating. Yesterday we had 3 YouTube subscribers after we lost 1.
Really?
Yes. So we had
that.
a net gain of 2. And then now Mark has subscribed. Thank you, Mark, for subscribing to our YouTube page. And by doing so, we now have a total of 91 subscribers.
Look at that. We're in the 90s. That's fantastic. All right. Project for the day. I'm going to create 9 dummy accounts and subscribe.
Jasnif subscribed for us, too. And I don't know why our YouTube subscriber alerts aren't going off, but thank you for doing that. We'll replay all of these tomorrow once I get those fixed.
We got up to 93. There were 2 just now.
Oh my gosh, you guys are doing so great.
We're so close.
The key is going to be making sure that the moment we hit 100, I go in there and change us so that we have the custom URL, because my luck, I'd forget.
Oh, they're both here. Bummer.
Oh, he slid underneath.
Bummer.
Thank you, Chad FM, for the sub yesterday, and George gave us the sub. Thank you so much for doing that as well.
Nice. We're so close.
It's really weird that they're not in our feed. Usually they're immediately in our feed. Weird. Ow. He shot me. Shot you a dirty look? No, he shot me with a weapon.
Nice work with the beastle.
Emo kid, push GMS to 100. I'm gonna write thank you again.
Do you have siblings? Do you have parents? Do they have a YouTube account?
You may be interested in the GMS referral program. For every one of your family that you refer to the GMS YouTube, Mike will break some kneecaps. Wait, no, that's not what. That's a Patreon tier now. Shoot, Mike, what can you do for them? Hey, load
94.
Hey, load last checkpoint. I'm curious. Do you happen to remember the time that Sean did stack an Xbox One on top of the PlayStation 4? Because now all I can think about your. Can I send tastefully nude pics? I don't know. Does anyone actually want that? He's up on the stairs running opposite, back toward our spawn. Yeah, he's up there. Hi, nice try. When humans in the GMS will YouTube sub lucky drop. Alright, Mark.
That's 95.
Mark and Wage, are you ready to go when we get 100? We're just gonna have to jump the gun and have a giveaway. Oh, now Mike's giving his kids away. That was a horrible play by me. Oh, you're fine. I understood what you meant, Chad FM. Checkpoint. I did totally forget I have too many Gmails. Oh, thanks, Jasniff. That's super kind of you. So what kind of dog do you have? You said, you know, that's the first thing that you do when you get home from work is you feed the dog. I don't think I needed to do that. Oh, he sees me. I thought that was going to hit. Ah!
He really wants to snake.
Yeah, he beat me.
Nice try.
A Springer Spaniel. Oh, Springer Spaniel. I don't want one. I've never had wanted that dog, but that dog is beautiful. Well, I'm just trying to make it a point. Like, because, you know, sometimes I feel like it always means that you're like, oh, yeah, I thought about getting that kind of dog. And no, I've never once thought about a Springer Spaniel. But they are a beautiful dog. A good shot of the face. Uh-oh. What'd you do? He's up on the... Yeah. I hope this replays.
The top. I got over the entire map.
No way! Oh my gosh! We've had some tomahawk kills today. Wow.
That was great. No, that makes me happy.
All right, Sean, I need to get out of this game. Just quit.
Why?
I just need to get out of this game. Yeah, that was a great tomahawk for sure. For sure. Gaming Morning Show continues. I need to do something really quick. Entertain a nation for me for a moment.
Let's take a look at YouTube.
Oh, I picked the wrong scene. There you go.
We're still at 95. Still at 95. Still at 95. Only 5 more. Can we get 5 more in the next 10 minutes before I have to go and go to work? Good morning, Dr. Chick. Maiko says ... So yeah, this Friday, GMS Place, we're gonna do some Astros Playroom. I have big exciting news, and I'm not gonna spoil it today. But we may be going for the Platinum in Astros Playroom. And there's a specific reason for that, which I will reveal on Friday. But it's important. So, Digital Doc's also wearing red. Do you have a Sharpie? You can write a little C and make it a Calgary's Flame shirt as well. Not that I made mine with a Sharpie, but you could. And we're still at 95 on YouTube. If you have 5 friends that have YouTube accounts, have them subscribe.
Chat, do me a favor. Whenever you have a chance to choose kindness, always choose kindness, please. I will never understand how somebody can have an account as old as a Prestige Master 384 and have such vulgar names in their clan tag and in their username. And does that mean nobody reports it? Does it mean nobody cares? Does it mean the company doesn't care? Oh, that was awful. I want to do gaming morning show and a morning. Did I just say morning gaming show?
No, I think you just said gaming morning show.
Okay, I want to do the GMS history.
We're here. We're doing it.
And then,
we're up to 97.
Okay, we're getting so close. So, thank you for the push. Everyone did that, and that was a great tomahawk, by the way. I just want to point that out. That was a really good. So let's do this day in gaming history and birthdays, and then we'll go from there. I do have some words at the end of this hour too that I want to share. So, all right, I'm going to focus back up. This is Gaming Morning Show. That is sports.gaming. I am Hefty Goof. You can follow us on Twitter at these locations. If you missed the GMS Chris Farley mashup, you can find it on my Twitter account. We retweeted it through Watch GMS as well. We have Subiversaries coming up tomorrow and Friday. If you don't know and you subscribe to our Patreon, you can see your name on the bottom of the break in the starting stream screen. We have our Subiversaries there. And when you hit your Subiversary, you get a visit from the GMS Puppet Pals.
Huzzah!
We will not have Mad Libs tomorrow, but we will have Mad Libs a week from Thursday. And then as you see in the middle of the screen, Neil Jones, the developer of Aerial Knights Never Yield, set to join us on Friday's show. So that should be a lot of fun. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know in the chat. Birthday to celebrate today is Iggy Pop, turns 74 today. I'm going to be straight. I've heard the name Iggy Pop lots. I don't know if I've ever heard an Iggy Pop song. I mean, I probably have heard one. I just didn't recognize it. So
I think that I'm in the same place where I know the name and I probably recognize the songs, but I can't put the two together.
Yeah. Tony Danza is 70. I do remember quite a lot watching Who's the Boss back in the day. I believe Tony Danza got his start in a taxi cab. Wasn't that the name of the sitcom? Was it just Taxi?
I think it was just Taxi.
Okay. Oh yeah, because Taxi Driver I think is the one that had Robert De Niro. Was the movie, right? Anyway, Tony Danza's 70 today.
Yeah, and looking it in that picture.
Oh, I didn't even look at the picture. Oh yeah, definitely starting to show age there. So this is a good one for me. So we have we have a hatchback, a SUV with a hatchback on the back, and somewhere along the lines of last summer, we had to set it outside a whole lot more than we've had. We're fortunate enough to have a garage, and so we had to set it outside. And at some point, it was so hot it ruined.
Why couldn't it be in the garage?
Well, we had a lot of stuff in our garage. We were moving a lot of people. There was a lot of stuff. And the hydraulics or whatever controls it, I don't know, to make the thing stay up on its own, they failed, and we haven't taken it to get it fixed yet. So we grabbed a wooden dowel from your wood scrap heap, Sean, and started to stick it into the thing to keep it propped up. And I would constantly call it Andy McDowell. So guess what? It's Andy McDowell's birthday today, 63 years old.
An old piece of wood.
It was a very long reference, but it's hilarious and it's worth sharing. Andy McDowell is 63 from Groundhog Day. Singer Robert Smith is 62 today.
From The Cure.
Okay. Actor Brian J. White.
That doesn't seem like one that would usually make it up on the top piece. That would be in the also celebrating a birthday list.
That's true. Yeah, we have a lot of people that you'd expect to be in the top half of the AP lists of all the birthdays, and they don't. But then, yeah, you have a singer up there. But we have Iggy Pop up there too today. Even though you're right, Robert Smith is more in the vein of like a lead in a band, right? Is that correct? Yeah. Lead of the Cure. So.
Yeah.
Actor Brian J. White is 46 today. Actor James McAvoy turns 42. I can't remember. Like my wife's like number one was like Skeet Ulrich or something. I think she has a crush on James McAvoy too. So, actor Alfonso McAuley is also 42 today. Actor Terrence J is 39, and personality Rachel Lindsay is 36 today. Anyone else on your list that you enjoy?
Not seeing anything else. I think we got all the big ones.
Tony Romo is 41 today. Is it actually Alan Thicke's birthday, or is that a callback that I'm missing?
That must be a callback.
Was that the day that I was like, Alan Thicke's dead? Yeah, that's probably what it was. Yeah, you must have been here. That might have been one of your first shows you watched us, Emo Kid Mark, was when I was like, Alan Thicke is dead? I got really sad. Not a good day. Oh, Joel's saying Iggy Pop is the creator of Popsicles. Okay.
I love popsicles. They're delicious.
Popsicles are overrated. You can have your Doritos and Popsicles. Tony Romo, hey, Redemption, thanks for stopping by. And I did get your message, by the way. I'll respond to you for sure. ESO Redemption, and ESO was one of the sponsors along with Gaming Morning Show and Sushi Love Chan and Kate Zaid, the Streamers Lighthouse, and Nerd or Die of the second Kiki Cup. By the way, the third Kiki Cup is coming up June 5th. Find out more information on Kiki's page. But what's his name? Frank Caliendo. You remember Frank? He does something now where he does an impression of Jim Nance and Tony Romo in the booth, and apparently every time Tony Romo gets really excited, he says something like, "All right, here we go, Jim," and then apparently Jim has a tendency to like always follow that up with like a Tony. And it's hilarious. And he did it to like the dog show or something like that. Oh no, it was the Gonzaga like half court shot that got him to the championship game. Oh my gosh, Tony! Who posts a lot on TikTok? Tony Romo does?
Really?
Interesting. I'm spoiled being from Boston. Tom Brady. I'm such a big Tom Brady fan. I really like Tom Brady. So,
He's a talented human being.
Tom Brady is incredibly handsome. Tom Brady does it for me. Dorito popsicles. Yeah, sure. Actually, that's something you probably make, to be honest. So,
I'm sure it's been done.
This day in gaming history, Sonic Team is founded in Tokyo, Japan. That's all it says. The year 2000. Any idea what Sonic Team was?
I'm assuming that's the team that created Sonic.
The Hedgehog?
Maybe.
It was a little late. 2005, Nintendo released the Nintendo DS handheld video game in Japan. It had 2 new colors, turquoise black and candy pink. I have some really bad news.
Turquoise black.
Yeah, it's like a black, but turquoise. I have some bad news in my quest for sustainability. They're bringing out an iPhone that's purple.
Uh-oh.
I know. Damn it. Probably going to buy it. Oh, I remember this one. 2005, Nintendo released Nintendogs. Remember that game?
I do. I never played that game, but I do remember it.
That was like all the hype. That was like the evolution of the Tamagotchi or whatever, where it was like you take care of pets, but they're actually like full-blown dogs.
We're at 99.
You were just... YouTube Watch 2021 begins.
Well, we're so close.
I think Sean just wants it to happen before Sean takes off.
It's going to happen at 7:15, and I'm going to be busy. Someone make a friend.
This is Mikeo's thing. Yeah, Mike's very good at just randomly remembering things in a very structured sentence type way. Sonic Team is a video game developer owned by a Japanese video game company. Blah, 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 blah. You can read it there. Sonic Team is best known for the long-running Sonic the Hedgehog series. What? I'm so confused, though. Yeah, that's true, Dr. Chick. I could do that.
I wonder if they renamed a team. Sonic Team or something. Because you said that was what, 2000?
Yeah, the year 2000. So
In the year 2000?
here's a good point to Chat FM saying that Mike has Google on top of his head. Have you ever seen Mike's hair? Mike's hair is amazing.
It's fantastic.
So there's a good chance that Mike might have Google under there. So, all right, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Sean. I don't think Sean wants to go,
No.
but we have to.
Do I ever want to go, though?
No, not at all. I'm gonna close with this and then take us to break. I was just having a tough time in terms of wrapping my head around the situation that happened in Columbus, Ohio. If you haven't heard, yesterday Columbus police shot and killed a teenager. I've seen some reports that the teenager was 15, some that said 16. Micaiah Bryant is the girl's name. And they had body cam footage of the police officer. And I watched the whole thing. And this very specific incident, for me, was one of those instances where I'm like, just nothing about what I saw makes any sense, right? And it was very visceral because you see it from a first-hand perspective, and to take the life of anybody, let alone a teenager, in that manner, where there's an altercation and the response is to shoot 4 times with a pistol. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And to see the reflections, as this is a teenager who is black, and in an altercation, to see the response from so many people, especially on the day that a verdict is handed out that meant so much, even though it was just the start to the black community and to all those who care about the fight for social justice and ending systemic racism. Like, it was a really awful day. And when what triggered me with that Call of Duty game is when I see racial language, like the team that we were playing, it just kind of ties it all together to show the context of this big problem, right? So anyway, I don't know the circumstances beyond just having watched the body cam footage. They have to do all the investigation crap, but it just doesn't seem like it should matter. No matter what the situation is, I don't understand how within seconds of getting out of a vehicle, the first response is to shoot 4 times. So have some sympathy today for those in your circles, and just please take care of each other. It's just getting it's getting it's just, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. We have to stop this. And I'm not usually at a loss for words too much. And for me to not be able to really structure a sentence right now, there's an emotional toll. And it's got to be exhausting for those who live this nightmare every single day. I'm in a suburban white neighborhood. I don't have to deal with the pressures that come with being a black or brown skinned person in this country. And I can't even imagine the terror that goes into circumstances like what we saw yesterday. And then to see the worst case scenario happen too. Just, it's done. I'm done with that stuff. Anyway, horrible rant by me. But I love this show. I love you, Sean. I love you, Mike. I love you, Chat, because you provide so much fun for me. And I appreciate you. So we'll come back. We'll have a good second hour. But take care of each other, please. I love you, brother.
Love you.
I mean that. Have a great day at work. Okay.
I'll see you soon.
We'll be right back. Gaming Morning Show. It is Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. Thanks for being here.
Disappointment, see you baby. See, I've changed my tune. I've changed since anything I put my mind to.
Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy. Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy.
Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy. Scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy. Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy. From a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy.
Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Like a scene.
Man, that is so juicy.
Wow, incredibly juicy.
Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy. Scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy.
Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy. From a movie. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it juicy.
Like a scene from a movie. Like a scene from a movie.
That is so juicy.
Wow, incredibly juicy.
someone to dry all my tears. No, I'm not looking for someone to scare away the fears. No, I know it's not gonna happen. Don't believe in happy forever after.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. My hat's really high. We are excited that you're with us on Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. I am Ryan. We'll have Miss Theo joining us here in just a few moments. It's been a pretty impressive turnout on the YouTube side of things. So that's pretty cool. I'll tell you more about that coming up. We have list of the day coming up shortly. We're also going to have some other things. So, yeah, it'll be exciting. Appreciate being here, chat. I see the likes of Copia. Jazzniff is here. Emo Kid Mark hanging out with us. George is here this morning. Look, it's Mike O. Continues to tout all the stuff that's not related to Gaming Morning Show. Load Last Checkpoint. Glad you're here as well. Digital Doc Games. Morning, Doctor. Thank you for the group hug. Engine number 9. Jazzniff. Everybody who dropped some hearts at the end of that last hour. Yeah, like I said, that last Call of Duty game really triggered me, and I needed to bring what I was going to bring toward the end of the hour and address and recognize what happened in Columbus yesterday. Makia Bryant, but I didn't expect necessarily to have it, go that way. So I apologize. It was a lot more of a rant and not incoherence, not cohesive. I don't know. It was very rambly. But thank you for sitting through there and sending the hugs as well. We had to bring in our friend Theo. Miss Theo is here. If you don't know about Miss Theo is amazing. She is a Reiki master, a musician, a photographer, really makes awesome egg rolls. That's just everything well. Pretty much that's what Theo does. Good morning, Theo.
And everybody else, I just want to give you and everybody else there a big digital hug.
Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you guys so much.
I imagine that we'll have a meditation from you in the next break. Is that cool with you?
Yes, I was thinking that we definitely, it's time,
Okay, I appreciate that.
And win for sure.
And I do want to talk a little bit more about Columbus coming up later in the hour, and I'd be happy to do that. We are going to have our list of the day coming up. We've been asking you over the course of the show, what's the first thing you do after work? Which, again, Axe is still my favorite answer, which was pretty much, I go home. Well, yes. What's the next thing that you do after you go home from work? But everyone's talking about this in chat, so I have to address this really quick. One moment, please. Breaking news from Gaming Morning Show. Thanks to your generosity, the way that you have rallied around our YouTube channel, for some reason today, and I don't necessarily know why today was the day, but I am not going to complain. GMS on our YouTube channel is now, I'm happy to report, at an even 100 subscribers. So, as soon as I can, I'm going to go into the YouTube side. I tried it already. It won't let me do it yet. I'm going to go in there, and we're going to make youtube.com/Gaming Morning Show, so that we have that as well, because we've been trying to do that since we launched the show. Y'all, no, Mike, no, don't do that, please. That would be amazing if you could just kind of hang around 100 for us, please. That would be really, really cool. 100 subscribers, Theo. We can finally get our custom URL.
Yay, how exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you. And you are one of our subscribers, which we always appreciate.
You're welcome. No.
Hefty Coof, did you see who the newest sub is? I haven't had a chance to look at the subs. Would I know them? Was it you, Mark? Was it the main subscriber? Hey, you're a musician. You might get a kick out of this. So Emo Kid Mark, who's a Twitch streamer and I follow on Twitter, said yesterday that there's a band called The Main. And what they're doing is they're offering this big old moving truck. And you can say, hey, I think actually he said it was a contest, so you could win a chance for them to bring the truck to your house and play a socially distant concert for you.
Oh, cool.
I thought so.
Yeah, I love that.
What do you got in the cup? Is it tea this morning?
Yes. Definitely not raw dogging it.
Yeah, please, Mike just can't handle any more of that. Mike's gonna lose himself if we go back to the RD and what a debut that was that one day. I believe you need a laugh. All right, I'll take a look at it. But it is fitting because today is tea day. Many other things, but today is tea day.
Okay.
It is also banana day. Are you a banana fan?
Like, I like banana chips, but like real bananas, I can only take a few bites, and then I'm like, bleh.
See, I really like banana. My favorite thing, like this is from childhood, right? Bread, peanut butter, bananas. That's like one of my favorite things of all time. So
maybe a little honey. On top.
I have also liked honey, but not in that particular instance. So Mike is eating a banana right now. That could be Patreon only content, Mike. You can put that in our Discord. Administrative Professionals Day is today. It is Kindergarten Day. It is National Yellow Bat Day, which is an interesting day of the day. World Creation and Innovation Day. World Stationery Day. Bulldogs Are Beautiful Day. Chocolate Covered Cashews Day. And American Red Cross Giving Day. Somebody, I think it was Jasniff, said that they have a Springer Spaniel, which I think are beautiful dogs. I've never looked at a bulldog and was like, man, that bulldog is so beautiful. But I understand that that's me. Many people really like bulldogs. Do you have a favorite breed of dog? I don't think I've ever asked you that question.
No, I love all kinds of dogs, but I feel you on the bulldog thing because it's like they're cute, but then I know they come with like health complications and they drool all over the place, and you gotta really upkeep, that kind of stuff. So you gotta really love them.
See, and that's the thing is, I don't necessarily find the cuteness in that. Like their face is all smushed and stuff, but I'm also not a big fan of the pugs with the smushed faces either. And I know some people are super pug pro, so like I'm on board. Just I like a German Shepherd, like that regal looking dog. Like big fan.
German Shepherds are beautiful.
They really are. All right, I'm gonna try to find this so Emo Kid Mark can say, "Hey Ryan, you looked at this latest subscriber." So I'm looking.
By the way, like there's so much love going on in chat right now. So many "I love yous" being thrown around, or "I love you."
Oh, I love you too. Oh, so apparently, Mark, it will only show me. Well, no, I see yours there. Maybe I just need to wait a little bit longer, and it'll show all these new names. Because right now I'm only seeing Mark's first one, which kind of started our YouTube train. It was we've had 10 people subscribe in the first hour, so thank you for doing that. That means a lot. Appreciate it. What have you been up to for the last week?
What have I been up to? Well, I took a 5-hour nap on Saturday.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been really, really tired lately, so I've just been passing out randomly all the time. But yeah, just been, editing my music video and making sure that everything looks good.
Do you think there's a correlation there? Doing an editing of a music video and the tiredness?
Yes and no. Yeah, maybe, but not. I don't know. And yesterday was 420, so I just took the day to celebrate the holidays.
Yeah, 420 Day, which is everybody knows is the celebration of iced cold brew coffee. So that's pretty much what that's what you were doing all day. That actually is true, at least according to one of the brands of coffee, and I retweeted this on my Twitter, that apparently 420 is the day that it's supposed to be like iced coffee day. I just want to be like, yo, you realize you're kind of late to the party.
Yeah,
the day's kind of booked.
Yeah, the holiday's kind of, taken over by something else.
Yes, I think the marijuana world has that day kind of bookmarked, so you might need to find a new one.
Kinda.
Is there this is gonna be a really dumb question because I don't smoke. Is there a proper way to celebrate, or is it just the matter that hey, you celebrate by lighting up and having a good mellow day?
Yeah, you celebrate however you want to, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel chill, expanding the mind. Some people eat a lot, munchies. Some people just do, just take a little token, watch some music videos, whatever you want to do, or create.
Chat FM said, "Ooh, Aussie Shepherds, hard work but agree, beautiful dogs," which is what Checkpoint said. My favorite breed is Australian Shepherd. Isn't the Australian Shepherd the one that is prone to having the really light blue eyes? Right?
Yeah, or one blue and one
yeah. Those are beautiful dogs for sure. Kukuri saying naps are OP, overpowered. I love it so much. That's true. I'm actually talking to somebody later today about like scheduling and trying to make sure that you schedule enough sleep and trying to find a way to make all the crap that we do, especially in the creative world, work. And that is one of the things that I remember one of my mentors saying early in the radio world was like, if you're going to do early AM radio, a key is you got to get that Wednesday nap. That midweek nap is going to make or break you each week. And I've kind of taken that to heart. Chat FM also said chili dogs are nice. Oh no, you burnt your homemade bread. Run! Run as fast as you can.
Oh no, that sounds like horror. If you made that yourself,
in California, you are legal on marijuana now, right? Like dispensaries and all that stuff?
Yes, yes.
So here's another question I have, because Low Last Checkpoint brought up edibles, right? Is there like full-blown edible like showcases? Like you can go to a place and either buy the product itself, or you can get like a variety of edibles?
That's so cute.
So not with it.
So okay, so when dispensaries first started coming out, actually first in like Colorado, right? And my friend who went out there explained it perfectly. And I don't know if this will even like resonate with you, because I don't know if you've been in one, but he but been in one of these, because he was like, oh, it's like a Sephora for weed.
I've never been to a Sephora either, but I've been.
Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like,
I've been to an Ulta, right? So that's close.
Okay, you know, you get it. Basically, everything's packaged out. Everything's like nicely displayed. Like, yeah, it's. Some stores are really, really nice. Like some stores have waiting areas with like flat screen TVs and like beautiful decorations, music, like, and then some are tiny and.
That cracks me.
It's a variety. I know.
Oh, Ryan. It's never something that's interested me. But I used to be very anti-marijuana, and I've definitely changed my stance now that I've learned a lot more about what it is, right? It was one of those...
When we knew each other, were you anti-marijuana when we knew each other?
Yeah, absolutely. and part of the reason was, it's the same thing about like the discussions around everything that you're naive on, right? Until you take the time to like look into it, you make your opinion based on one thing, right?
Yeah.
It could be something your parents tell you. It could have been something I read one time, right? So it's just a whole different point of view now. And so it's still not something that I'm interested in doing myself, but that's no longer where that goes hand in hand with me being like, I'm the anti-drug, right? Like, it's no longer the case there. So that used to be my stance, though, as I didn't like to be around it. And I went to school in a place that was really good at it my first year. That was before I met you, so I was at a different place before I met you.
Did I not know that?
Yeah, and they were really good at it. All right, I'm going to transition because it's 7:25 and we need to give a top 10 list. But happy 420 yesterday. The answer to Emo Kid Mark's thing is, you have to look at this name. Put a screenshot in Discord. Our 100th subscriber, again, breaking news. Our 100th subscriber on YouTube officially was username Put It On a Pancake. So,
God, that's great.
I'm imagining, Mark, that's definitely not you. That is a very long-time listener of the show.
Put it on a pancake.
Who definitely knew about the long-running gaming morning show gag, which was you take whatever and you put it on a pancake. So, definitely wasn't you, though, I'm sure. I'm sure you didn't make a ghost account. I'm sure. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. All right. Let's get a top 10 list. World Creation and Innovation Day, World Stationery Day. Do you ever write letters?
No, but it's been on my mind to do that. Actually, you know what? I did write my parents both letters and sent them crystals recently. Cool. And yeah, and also because they're getting a little older, and maybe it'll be easier for them to look back and read something, and remember. They probably hate if they heard me saying how old they are, but they're not that old, but
All right, I'm gonna send you this. Please don't be stupid. I don't want any more stupidity today. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send you this one. I think this is not stupid, so that's good. I'm trying to avoid stupidity today. Here we go. This is going to be our top 10 list of the day. We do this every show that we don't have an interview at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time, and that's take a look at our list of the day. This is why. So Mike has been with us for a very long time now, and Mike wanted to help with the rundown and stuff. And this is one of the biggest reasons I originally said no. Is I'm so habitual. And so, like, I don't have a plan to give our top 10 lists anymore because Mike always picks our top 10 lists. And so I've been scrambling this morning to find a top 10 list. But we're going to give you one from fairygodboss.com.
All right.
And this is 10 fun things to do after work that don't involve the couch. Jasnif, thank you so much for your contributions today. And thank you for stopping by our show. You're very kind. And we'll see you hopefully again tomorrow. We're here 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. Kirkari is here, as Lady K said, and talking about crystals. Amethyst is great for memory.
Amethyst. Yes.
I think you and Lady K need to hang out.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't yet. Hold on one second.
You got to join the Discord. So. Oh, we might be getting live crystals on Gaming Morning Show.
I had to bring my amethyst.
Yes, look at that. This is the very first live crystal that we've had on the show.
That sounds like the very first ever live crystal.
All that made me think was live crystal as in live on air, but also it's like, is it actually alive? So.
Hello. Hilarious. Yes, I am in bed. This is where I do GMS every Wednesday morning. Is I just literally I just like I'm like a vampire. I'm like zoom, and then I'm ready to go.
Oh, I gotta register an account. Boo. All right, I'm gonna do this really quick.
No, see, yeah, I just gave up because I didn't register. I was like, Ryan's got this. Anyways, while Ryan's doing that, I'm sending you guys love through this amethyst. Amethyst is amazing. It helps cleanse negative energy, transmuting any negative energy into positive. It helps me with sleep. If you have insomnia, I put it next to my bed to help me with sleep. If you are trying to kind of work on any addictions, it also helps with addiction too. So yeah, and it's beautiful, and I love it.
Wow. So you got a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, AJ, wait, are you in your bed? So we got that answered. Villagers in Stardew eat amethysts, which is a video game, Stardew Valley.
Are you serious? Yeah. That's so cool.
Look, it's Maiko says, I love rocks. Rocks are my favorite. I love that rock. And amethyst geode. Noise. So much energy in those. So.
Yes. Oh, beautiful.
Why are we queuing the Undertaker, AJ? Boom. What kind of god do these crystals summon? Amethyst is my second favorite rock behind quartz. I did not know we were going to have a rock hierarchy, but this is fun.
Yeah, I could pull out so many of my crystals. Next time we'll do a crystal show.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love that. We should do that at 7:25, which is an interview slot. So this is great. Oh, she sat up like the Undertaker. That is true. That is true. You kind of popped back into frame more in like the, you know.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, here's the top 10 things. And Kukuri, yes, these are things you should do after work, because we are asking you today, what is it that you like to do after work? And I realize that, like, hey, this is a maybe pre-pandemic type thing when we were all in more of our, you know, decades-long work or post-school routine, right? But, hey, maybe this is a good way to hopefully hope that someday we'll get to do those things again. This is from fairygodboss.com. 10 fun things to do after work that don't involve the couch. Apparently, you're not supposed to go straight to the couch. Number 1 on this list, get dinner, drinks, or snack with friends. Well, that would be cool. But I can't really do that. Although you could do that virtually still.
You know, I do enjoy it, that, having dinner with my friends over FaceTime once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have enjoyed doing the virtual drinks. It's just that it was at the very beginning a lot easier to do because it was like, oh, this is kind of a novelty. And now it's not. Number 2, hit the gym or go for a run. I think this would be a really good idea if I was good at doing that.
I'm more of a do it in the morning, get it out of the way kind of person too.
Yeah, when I'm in my best, that's me too.
Yeah, because you have a full day of work. Last thing you want to do is go like work out.
Either that, or that goes back to like the difference between morning folks and evening folks, right? Some might have that energy after that, but I'm with you. When I was most successful on an exercise routine, I had to get it done before anything else could disrupt it, right?
Yeah.
And I'll probably find a way to incorporate it even with this show. I just might have to do it at 4 a.m., which is not the worst thing in the world for me. That might sound awful to many, though. Might.
That's funny because I woke up in bed at 4 a.m. and I was like, Ryan's probably awake. And then I went back to sleep.
You could have joined us right off the top. It would have been great. Number three is take a class or learn a new skill. So perhaps after work, you want to try to expand a hobby. Maybe you're learning a new language. That's something you could do after work. Adult learning classes apparently are also a great way to make new friends, which honestly, I hadn't thought about. I have had many discussions with people who have attended college and said one of the hardest things that they've had to do after college was making friends because it was so much easier whilst in college. But once you're out of college, if you did take like one of those like community college adult learning classes, maybe you would meet more friends. Oh, it's plausible.
Yeah, it is a lot harder when you're out of college. And I have to say, like, I was lucky when I moved to LA because the advertising community was like college. It's all like everybody like similar age, community. We all hung out. We all went to the same social activities. Like, very lucky in that sense. But yeah.
Kukuri said, I eat then sleep, which I think is perfectly acceptable because also it's important to remember not everyone's work schedules are 9 to 5 either, too. So you might have to go right to sleep after work or you prefer it. Any of these are perfectly acceptable. I did like AJ, though. You mean eat and then play Apex, Kukuri, which means that Kukuri eats food and then eats Apex lobbies. Eliminates everybody because you're awesome. Lady K said, first thing I used to do after work, change into less restrictive things and watch Twitch, which goes back to the idea of hard pants. Were you here for the hard pants discussion?
No, what?
So Zombie Kills is a Twitch streamer, and I happened to pop in the last time I watched Zombie, and she was talking about the difference, like how annoying it is to wear hard pants, and at this point, hard pants are anything that aren't sweatpants or shorts. Right?
Totally.
See, I used to be very happy that I work in a world where I get to wear jeans primarily if I want to. And even now, like jeans, I'm like, gosh, jeans are such hard pants.
They are, though. I didn't like jeans before the pandemic. I mean, if I could live in sweats my whole life, I would. I want to actually start a nice brand of sweats.
I think it'd be good.
That's my jam.
I also think, and Mike and I have talked a lot about this, I realize that even, like, let's take Sean, for example. I still think, especially in the U.S., for you to go out of the waiting room and go into the doctor's office and your doctor's wearing sweats would be still kind of taboo. Right? But I don't think it should be either. It's just, we've set some standards that I think, like, maybe the doctor is going to be, like, the last one that we get out of there. But, like, I don't think there's any problem with anyone wearing sweatpants to an office job.
No, and actually, you know what? Lululemon has made some sweatpants where, and I've seen it on my friends where I'm like, oh, those are nice. They look like dress pants. And he's like, they're sweatpants. I'm like, wow. So, they're getting there.
Lady K, I just realized that, we don't have the same lived experience.
Yes. Okay, Lady K, girl, I know, as soon as you said that, yes. So I totally do the same thing. The very first thing I do when I get home, well, when I used to work in an office, because I don't anymore because I work for myself now, but... yeah, that would be the first thing. I like Mr. Rogers Day. You know how Mr. Rogers comes in the house and he starts like taking off his like, you know what I mean? His like his sweater and then his shoes and he puts on his home sweater and then he puts on his home shoes and like that's what I do. I take everything off, including the bra.
Yep.
Honestly, like pandemic has been amazing for not. I don't ever wear a bra. Like I don't know what is it even doing there sitting in the drawer. But okay, Lady K, this is for you because this. Wait, can you see this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you see what she's doing when she gets home?
Oh my gosh, yep. That's so great.
Yep. That's us, girl.
So that's both the hard pants concept and then obviously the hard
and
thing
the
that
bra.
I wasn't thinking
both.
about. Yes,
Exactly.
for sure. Number 4 on this list is engage in a hobby. So the first one was learning a new skill, and then if you have it, trying to figure it out. This is one thing I've been talking to my mother-in-law about as much as I can, and I have no clue how hard it is to be an adult caregiver, you know, caring for a loved one who's suffering through, you know, chronic illness. But if there's any way for you to find time between 15 and 30 minutes, which for me as a big picture thinker, by the way, is really hard to ever conceptualize as a win, but I do realize it's a win, right? If you can spend 15 to 30 minutes every day doing something that you truly love, like a hobby, then that's a win, right? And I think that's kind of where I take with number 4 on this list.
4
is engage in a hobby. If you have something that you really, truly enjoy to do, you like writing letters. Sean loves woodworking, right? Any of those things where you can mess with it for just 15 to 30 minutes at a minimum, and then celebrate the days you can mess with it a lot longer. Like, I think that that's a huge mental win and should be a priority. So I like number 4 on this list.
I like that too. Yeah. And it's also just like giving back to yourself a little bit, which we forget to do, you know?
Yeah.
And even if it's 15 minutes a day, it really makes such a...
Yeah. I liked Load That Chick went, Mr. Rogers missed out on breakaway pants and shants. Poor guy. Could have just ripped the old pants off. Welcome to my neighborhood. Just like flips them up over the top.
Honestly, that's amazing.
That would have been great. That would have been great. Hi, Makita. It's good to see you this morning. We're asking, what is it that you do first thing after work? Or I believe, Makita, you're in university. So first thing that you do after school, especially when everything was in person, if that's the way that you went to school. Right now, as soon as I'm off work, it's directly to the baseball practice for my son. Look, it's Maiko said, I have to go put on hard pants right now and put junk in my hair to look quote-unquote nice. Yeah. The good news, Mike, is your hair is amazing. So you're really doing that for us at this point. So, number 5. Do you like to read?
Yeah. Once in a while. Depends on what... I don't know. It depends on if I'm inspired by the book.
Yeah. How much reading do you all do in chat? I definitely replace a lot of my reading time with streams because I get a chance to be social with people, and that's always going to win out for my personality.
Yeah.
Every time, like getting lost in a book doesn't do the same thing for me as the social interaction. But in the last 3 years, I've read more books than I read in like 10 years prior to that. And so I'll take that as a win. I really enjoyed reading, and I even like the fact that I got to read. I read Bird Box because I was never gonna read. I was never gonna watch the movie because it would scare the crap out of me. But reading the book, like I want to read A Quiet Place if that's a book. I don't know. Was that a movie first? I don't know how this works. But I'd be interested. So there you go.
Interesting. Wait, so you would never watch Bird Box?
It would take like everybody's going to watch it all together, right? Oh, that's true. I have read a lot of Lady K stuff that Lady K... Well, a lot would be... That would be misrepresenting. So
what is the stuff that Lady K has?
Lady K, promo the crap out of your stuff. So when I first met Lady K was talking about some of the stuff that Lady K writes. And so I asked for a link, and Lady K sent me some stuff.
Tell me they're steamy romance novels. Are they?
Well, Lady K goes... Like, it's a little scarier than that. Yeah. I'm working on books. Nope. They are not. No, they're not. They're not romantic at all.
No, totally. What are they? Like,
yeah.
Like fantasy, drama, thriller?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I like fantasy.
Yeah. Lady K, yeah. You just do the romance yourselves, AJ. I got you. Yes, I have sat down and read some of Lady K's stuff. And at least the good news, Lady K, is like, there's a way better chance of me continue to read your stuff as opposed to like Theo just asked. Like, I can't be scared in movies. It's just, it's not fun for me. It's very stressful.
Okay, so, because I'm a scaredy cat, you know, and I was able to make it through, I mean, I was definitely tense, but what would be the most PG movie that scares you?
Oh. I mean, like, I got through things like Scream back in the day.
Okay.
I watched The Ring back in the day.
What?
Oh, and actually, to be honest, what was scarier than The Ring was The Grudge. Because...
Okay, the Bird Box is nothing compared to those. What are you talking?
Are you serious?
What are you doing?
Okay, I'll trust you. Like, I want to watch it. It seems.
Because I will not watch The Ring and I will not watch The Grudge.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, The Grudge was probably like pushing the limits for me because things showed up out of random places, whereas like at least you knew The Ring was coming through the TV by and large. So
I don't do like spiritual stuff because that stuff is very real to me. Yeah. So I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah, read some of Lady K's stuff. And Lady K, either I can get it to Theo, or if you want to post it in our Discord, you're always welcome to do that. Please. Whatever you're comfortable with. So, yes, that noise that they make in The Grudge.
Is it the? Wait, what is it? Is it like a throat thing? Like,
yeah, it's like that sound.
That's funny. I do that sometimes to relax myself.
Well, and there's a game called Phasmophobia, which is what AJ's referring to, and that's where you go and catch ghosts. But when the ghost starts to go on a killing spree, that's the sound you start to hear in a lot of ways. And I have a weird disconnect too, because like the idea of ghosts does not scare me, whereas like watching scary movies. Yeah, and I know that. So have you seen The Quiet Place, Theo? Or A Quiet Place, or I don't remember what the article is in front of that. I want to watch that one. So would you just watch it for me, please, and then let me know if I can get through it.
See, I don't know if I could get through that.
But if I've watched The Ring, and apparently Bird Box wasn't close to The Ring.
It was not.
How gory is the Bird Box?
It's not.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
It's some, but it's not. It's really.
As long as it's not like gratuitous violence.
No.
Like Freddy Krueger is like gratuitous violence to me.
Right. Like Chainsaw Massacre. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no thanks. Like, no. Wait, now, but are you into Quentin Tarantino?
No, too much blood.
Okay,
too much blood. I watched From Dusk Till Dawn, and I was like,
oh, I love. That's like
blood.
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it was a fine movie. It was too much blood.
Totally, I could see that.
And I've heard like Kill Bill and all that gets a lot worse.
Ooh,
Machete.
Okay, so you haven't seen Kill Bill, yeah?
Like I heard Machete had a lot of blood.
Yeah, anything with Quentin Tarantino, basically. Or Alex Rodriguez. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, Kakuri, based on what you kind of know about me and my queasiness, do you think I could make it through Quiet Place? Like, the thrilling part of a scary movie is a little more okay, as long as it's just not loaded with constant jump scares, right? Like, I realize there's going to be one, there's going to be two, but when it's reliant solely upon jump scares as, like, the payoff for the suspense, I just can't do it.
Wait, so then how do you deal with zombie movies?
Zombieland was great, but it was hilarious, so...
Well, that's different. I'm not talking about Zombieland.
I haven't watched Dawn of the Dead. I haven't watched World War Z. I did watch I Am Legend, but Will Smith can get me through anything, so...
That was a good one.
Yeah. I mean, if Will Smith is in Quiet Place 3, I'll watch it instantly, because anywhere Will Smith goes, I go. So.
Wow, you weren't scared of like that one scene in I Am Legend where like he has to go into the dark?
Oh,
you're getting scared. Your face is already getting scared.
Terrified. That was so awful. Oh
god, that was
See,
good. I love zombie movies.
All right, let's finish the list because we've already gone off topic long enough.
Oh, yes.
Number 6, catch up with the family, which, if you have a family or even if you have people that aren't living with you, you can do that. Or roommates, you can catch up with them. 7, explore.
7.
Maybe different interests. Like if you like music, you could head to a new concert venue. If you could go. If you're interested in arts, you could go to a museum. If you could go. Number 8. Plan for and work toward your career advancement. I am big into professional development and self-help professional development books. So if you ever want to have a conversation around that, hit me up. It's one of my favorite things to talk about.
I am such a good life coach.
Oh, you're too kind. Those who can't do, teach. So, number 9. This is in your wheelhouse. Meditate.
9.
I'm gonna say actually that should have been on the list. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Meditate. Yeah, I love meditation. I mean, how many out there actually meditate? Do you actually anybody? What do you think about when you meditate? What gets you to that like serene space? For me, it's music. I really connect with music. So it's good times for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like reflection, and so that's where I think I'd get into meditation. I haven't found that sweet spot yet where with little kids, I've tried to do yoga with the reason for the physical aspect, but I also wanted the reflective part. And every time that I've tried that, and I've only tried that, I haven't tried like full-blown meditation yet. Inevitably, my son says something, and it breaks me out of any of my ability to like zone out. So I got to find a different
Totally.
venue for that, or my kid's got to be a little bit older. So, but I do take little
that's
moments
hard.
to reflect. My favorite place to reflect, I can't meditate there, but is in the car. I drive a long ways each day. I love my car time. It gives me a lot of time to think. So.
You know, I mean, when I used to drive to an office, I enjoyed the drive too. It's like my me time, especially if you live with other people. It's kind of like your alone space. Get to catch up on like podcasts or anything pretty cool. Okay, Makita. I know Makita, you're quite young, but look at you, all elevated and self-aware. Good for you.
Well, and that's important. I mean, like, if you can find that earlier on in life, and I think that takes a lot of the people around you who are older. I tell my kid all the time, I'm going to give you old guy advice, because most old guy advice always comes true, right?
Yeah.
It's lived experience. Like, the sooner that you have that opportunity to get mentored and stuff, that does help. But the fact that you're even considering, like, hey, I want to meditate in school, that's an important thing. So I'm proud of you for that.
It absolutely is. Oh, okay. So load last checkpoint. So are you here to listen to Ryan's calm voice every morning?
I did like.
Is that why you're here?
I like to use the voice function on Twitter, and yesterday I happened to record something while I was driving home because I had a random thought that popped in my brain, and Maiko had to say something to the effect of, "It sounds like what I imagine my grandpa would sound like when sending me a voice memo from his car." Like. You're just so great to build my confidence up. Number 10 is cook a great meal, which, again, I look to you because you are a fantastic cook. So,
what's your favorite home cooked meal?
Whatever somebody else makes me. I am not... I used to be way more picky with food, and I certainly am with, like, a lot of Asian cuisine is still, like, a reach for me because I just haven't tried a lot yet.
I obviously was not a very good friend to you.
Well,
if I have not introduced you.
Well, no, it was my fault because when we knew each other and we actually were in the same zip code, I was busy all the time. The only time I had to hang out with you was, hey, let's go to the bar at 11 p.m. So
yes, or in the editing bay.
Yes, true, which was also at like 11 p.m. If you don't know, Sean and I are brothers-in-law. We met Mike O whilst working a job 10 years ago.
I didn't know you and Sean were brothers-in-law.
Okay, well, here we go.
Wait, what?
Breaking news, a gaming morning show. For those who don't know, Sean and I are brothers-in-law. Yeah, we married sisters.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
Sean is Bree's brother-in-law? Oh my gosh.
Well, and my brother-in-law.
I mean, yes, but
and Bree's sister is my sister-in-law because we're again married to the sister.
No, totally. That's crazy.
So this is funny. I have a great story to share with you. It is 7:50, by the way. We're not going to do sports because I'm having too much fun, especially on the heels of that last hour. I want to have some fun right now, so going to continue. You and Sean with the exclamation or the accent mark over the A. Sean's going to love that if he's in chat. SHAWN, by the way. Yeah, well, we're brothers-in-law, so we married sisters, and I married my wife first. And then so happened that whilst I was in said zip code with Theo from our college days, Sean was going to school with other friends of mine, kind of got into the circle. And then I'm going to take credit for this, even though Sean disputes this. Whilst at a very popular evening establishment that we would go to very often across the street from college, I introduced Sean to his now wife. And I have a picture of them together in one of the booths, kind of all snuggled up, even though they just had met, if you know what I mean. So like,
wait, so they met while we were all in college?
It was at the tail end. Like, you and I were already graduated, but it was like within that next year or so.
Aww.
Yeah. So yeah, Sean and I are married into the same family.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So this we'll connect the dots. We'll finish this. We'll pay this off full circle since y'all were nice enough to get us 100 YouTube subscribers today. Yes. And then Maiko worked with Sean and me at a job that we both had in the Portland area when I transitioned out of what I was doing for a long time and moved up north. And then Sean was only there for like 3 or 4 months, and then Sean went to chiropractic school. Mike and I lasted another like 8 months, and then I was gone. And then Mike moved to Indiana. You know, he's out of the Oregon area. And then so Theo and I, we were in the same degree program whilst in college. And so Theo and I have had one of those friendships. I don't know how many of you have this, but we've had one of those friendships where we'll go, I mean, sometimes as much as 2 years without talking. I haven't actually been in the same room as Theo for at least maybe like 8, right?
Since Minnesota, since you come to visit in Minnesota.
It could have been for sure. I mean, that was like 08. I think you stopped by Oregon and I saw you one time since then. But either way, it has probably been at least 8 years since we've been in the same room. I've actually been in your neck of the woods, and I didn't call because I had a lot of stuff to do.
Rude.
I had planes to catch. I had no time.
It's okay. It's okay because I'm always around that area.
That's right.
Too.
Yeah, it's your fault.
But not close enough. See, it's never quite there.
But to Kate's point, I mean, low maintenance friends, sure, but it's the friend that you like don't talk to for maybe as long as 2 years, and then the moment you pick up the phone or you do the FaceTime or whatever, it feels like you were talking yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean?
It was meant to be though, because when I remember us meeting because you're sitting down in class. It was like the first class or something, and I was looking for somewhere to sit. I think, and I like looked over at you, and I was like, "Hi." I was just like, "What's your name?" and
that is not. I'm very good in both those situations where I'm the first person to say hi, or you say hi to me. Yeah. Probably going to be best friends. I just remember like the day after that we met in class, we were out front in front of our hall, and you introduced me to someone else that was there, but it was just like, yeah, I met Ryan yesterday in class, and I was like, yeah, you're pretty cool, and like I made one of my normal jokes, which I usually do, which is like I should have known you for like 6 weeks jokes, but I just made it right away. Like, yeah, we're best friends. I think we went to prom in high school, and you know, there we go.
And we've been best friends ever since.
Rest is history. But yes, the answer to where we got with all of this, which was cooking a great meal, is number 10 on this list of things you should do after work, which is, by the way, now at 7:54 on the West Coast. This is officially our longest list of the day that we've ever had in the history of Gaming Morning Show, which is saying something because Mike and I have a tendency to ramble on our list of the day too. So Mike, we have now a new bar to hit. I tried pad thai wholeheartedly the other day. My wife always got pad thai, and I never tried it because I was like, oh, I won't like that, right? But we've been doing meal kits lately as a way to try to reduce food waste, because we were throwing way too much produce out when we were trying to just cook ourselves. So we've kind of flip-flopped where we have less food waste, we have a lot more plastic now. We're trying to reconcile all of those issues. But the result has been my kids are trying stuff and actually finding things they like faster. And I'm realizing, like, hey, peanut sauce isn't that bad. So.
Oh, good for you.
I know, I'm so proud of myself. Still give me a ribeye, though. Ribeye steak. I'll eat it. It'll be great.
Me, man. Meat,
we
potatoes.
did have pork verde, or like salsa verde mixed with pork.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. Our brother-in-law, not Sean, but the other brother-in-law, is in town to help take care of our dad-in-law, and made this pork thing yesterday. We also had beef burgers yesterday, which is a big deal because we don't really eat a lot of beef around here. Oh, it's great.
Wait, so the pork dish sounds like it was in sauce.
It was in a light sauce, thank you.
Okay.
All right, I'm not breaking all my rules.
I don't know, peanut sauce.
I know,
verde
it's true.
sauce, you know.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right, Nintendo. A lot of people said hi to you. We had a really low point in the 6 o'clock hour, and it's a low point because it's a good thing. You know, Theo and I have talked about this a lot. Like, we're bringing serious conversation to the entertainment space, and we need to do that. I would like to reserve some time at the end of the next hour to talk a little bit more about what happened in Columbus yesterday. So let's definitely do that. We're going to set some time aside to do that. I think what I'd prefer to do is at 7:56, let's segue into your meditation break, which would be pretty awesome. If you have new music, you can send me a link. Otherwise, I'll use the same one I have been using. It's up to you.
Yeah, just use the same one. Okay. Easy peasy.
So we'll put Theo full screen. If you don't know Theo, this is more information going into the chat, because we've kind of had a history lesson today. We've connected the dots. We broke lots of news, Nintendo, which was which was apparently a lot of people still didn't know Sean and I are brothers-in-law, which was cool. And Gaming Morning Show now has 100 subscribers on YouTube. So as soon as they let me click the little link, we will have youtube.com, likely, /Gaming Morning Show. I got to figure out if that's available. That is Theo. A couple of teasers for you. Friday at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time, Neil Jones is the developer of a game that I'm very excited about, which is Aerial Knights Never Yield, is going to come on and talk to us about the game. We had Daniel Wilkins on, who was the composer of the music, which is how I found this game in the first place on. It was one of my favorite interviews we've done on the show so far. That was like back in November. So go to our YouTube page and look on our interviews playlist and find Daniel Wilkins. It was really a great talk. And then on this Friday, Sean will play Astro's Playroom as part of GMS Plays. On Saturday is going to play Bug Snacks. Both of those start at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, so be sure to check out sports.gaming for that as well. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with more. Space is here, and I did see you host. Thank you so much, Axe and Space, for the hosts on Twitch. We always appreciate that very much. I am Ryan, that is Miss Theo, and it is time for our break, and we will have a meditation break with you coming up on this edition, Wednesday edition, April 21st, 2021 of Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being with us. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Take it away, Theo.
All right. Good morning. Good morning, love. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. I don't know where you are. Wherever you may be watching this, thank you so much for being here. Let's just take a few times to relax. Let's reset, cleanse whatever energies that may be attached to us at this moment. So wherever you might be, just find a nice, comfortable spot. All right, and when you're there, go ahead and close your eyes. Just roll your shoulders back a few times, just relaxing your body and your muscles. Rolling your shoulders the opposite direction. Taking your wrists and rolling those around a little bit. Massaging your hands, your arms. You know, giving ourselves some love to places that we forget to give love to. Rolling our heads around a few times. A few times the other way. Beautiful. All right. Putting our hands in thanks, saying thank you to ourselves, to our higher selves, to our guides. If you don't know who your guides are, that's okay. You are here for yourself, showing up for yourself. Thank you for this time. Go on and just, if your eyes aren't closed yet, close your eyes and imagine yourself in the beautiful emerald green bamboo forest. And the emerald green is just so vibrant. And you're standing there between all this bamboo, feeling a beautiful light breeze caressing your skin, flowing against your face, your arms, your legs. Maybe you can smell a beautiful fresh air, the smell of nature, of green. And what do you hear? Can you hear the wind flowing through the bamboo? Can you hear nature, birds chirping around you? Whatever this emerald green and bamboo forest looks and feels to you, just take it all in right now. And as you look forward, there's a path lined with bamboo trees leading you to a little mountain. And as you walk up this mountain, above this forest of bamboo trees, you land safely on top of this mountain, where it's just you above everything else. And while you're here, a beautiful white beam of light that comes from up above flows through the top of your crown, which is the top of your head. Allow that light to flow through your body from the top of your crown, down your face, flowing over your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your chin, Your ears on the back of your head. Now down your neck, your shoulders, over your chest, your arms, your back, your ribs, your stomach. Letting this light just flow through your whole body, down past your hips, your thighs, your knees, your shins, ankles, heels, all the way through your feet, through to the ground. We're going to do that one more time. This time allowing that light flow from the top of your crown down all the way through your toes, bringing along with it anything that may not be serving you at this moment, whether it's energies that have attached to you, relationships that aren't serving your highest good, negative ways of talking to yourself that no longer serve you, pain from the past, from trauma, whatever that might be. Allow this light to carry that baggage and that stagnant energy down, 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 flowing through your body, all the way down through your feet, through your toes, allowing the ground to take that energy, that pain, that suffering, allowing the earth to turn that energy into positive light and love. Beautiful. And as you look in front of you, there's a little bridge that takes you to another little mountaintop. Go ahead and just walk that short bridge over there to the beautiful green mountaintop. And when you get there, there's a beautiful green circle that's just glowing with energy, with green, loving energy. Green is the color of nature, but it's also the color of your heart chakra, of love. So whenever you're feeling lacking in your heart chakra or relationships or whatnot, think of the color green. And as you get there, confronting this beautiful green sphere, it grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where it completely envelops you. Where you are now in the center of this beautiful green emerald sphere, enveloping you with love, pouring love into you, no matter how you were hurting before, no matter whatever energies were attached to you. Allow this light to just fill your energy field and your heart with love. And once we filled ourselves with love, we can now send that energy out to everyone else, out to the energies beyond the room you're in, beyond the home you're in, the city, the neighborhood, the state, the country, and beyond. Sending that love to everyone out there who may need extra love and tender care at this moment. And let's take that green light and pour it back into our hearts as we turn around and walk back across the bridge, back to the top of that other mountain, and now down that pathway toward the forest of bamboo trees. With our hearts a little fuller, with our souls full of more love. Remembering to give that love to ourselves first, healing ourselves so that we can then emit and send that love out to the world so that we may all heal. Put our hands in Gasso, which is gratitude and thanks. Giving thanks to yourself and your guides for being here on this earth and for living our lives with purpose. Thank you for staying with me, everybody.
Let's go. That is Theo. It is Gaming Morning Show. Morning, gamer. Thank you for being here on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and a gamingmorningshow.tv. That was really fun, and I've had a lot of good feedback, just for what it's worth, when you've been able to join us on the show, and that we're able to do meditation breaks. So thank you for doing that.
No, I am so grateful for the opportunity to do it.
Well, this is some pretty exciting stuff, and I feel like we're overusing this today, but I don't care. More breaking news in the Gaming Morning Show. Not only has my wife watched her second show this week, which that is an achievement almost beyond the fact that we had 100 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you for doing that. But also, I have news in from the wife. I like the meditation she does. So there you go. Straight from Mrs. Ryan. There you go.
I mean, you gotta, give her a hug from me because I haven't seen her forever.
Yeah, it's probably been at least 8 years. So
I
know. That is Miss Theo. I am Ryan. Thanks for hanging out with us on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. We're asking you, what's the first thing that you do after work? And we had a top 10 list that kind of got us into a lot of fun side topics, which has been a good thing. Dr. Chick said, "Man, I almost fell asleep. It was great. The relaxation is real." So
shoot, I almost fell asleep while I was doing it.
there you go. Well, and as we also learned today on this show, your studio is also your bed, so you have the perfect place to fall asleep if you were to do so on the show.
Literally, you guys, I could just go clunk and just like
be out. It's all over at that point. Koki said, "Thank you, Theo. That was lovely. Needed that today. Kakuri with some hearts as well." Axe is going to take off for now. Axe is notorious for popping out and popping in, but I will tell you, Axe, we appreciate the host on Twitch. Same with Space and Out, which again, Space, to have you here is amazing. So thank you for hanging out with us today. And that emo kid Mark, who had that really cool concert story, which we'll recap as well. It is now 8:08 on the West Coast, so
welcome in, Final Hour crew.
It is great to see our Final Hour crew. The FHC is here today on Gaming Morning Show. That includes the ambassador to the Final Hour crew, Nintendo Nerds, who I thought had a very nice stream. I know you don't play a ton of video games. Did you ever play Mario Kart, Theo?
I do play Mario Kart with my little nephew.
You still do?
I do.
Really? Do you have any, do you have a Nintendo Switch, or would it be
No,
theirs?
they do.
Okay. They were playing Mario Kart 8, and I also had news from Mac and Backrolls that the Nintendo Nerds will certainly become a pretty dedicated Mario Kart 9 stream once that game comes out, so that could be a lot of fun. But I really enjoy. I hadn't been able to watch a Nintendo Nerds stream in quite some time because they stream on Tuesday nights and Sunday afternoons, and certainly Sunday afternoons during the spring. I'm not around, right? And then Tuesday nights, they usually start streaming around 8 o'clock Pacific time, and I start to go to sleep pretty early. But I was folding laundry yesterday. I was so happy I was able to tune in. So I really like your stream a ton. In fact, I'm going to shout you out. I don't care. I'm going to do it right now. There you go.
I need to start just lurking on Twitch more. It's like I have an account, but I haven't done anything.
Yeah, I can send you some links. I also think too, even Archie, who's in Dubai, who's a really good streamer in general, has a very good variety stream and does a lot of fun audience focused stuff. Kind of like what Chris M.E. does. Chris M.E. does a ton of audience focused stuff. But she also was cooking the other day, and that was a really fun stream to watch too. In fact, I'd watch one of your cooking streams because I've seen some of your past cooking YouTube videos too, and those are super entertaining. So
I've had multiple people say that I should actually start a Twitch channel, but I'm just like, but what would I do?
I can help you answer those questions.
So you guys tell me what I should do if I started a Twitch.
If you had a couple of streams a week and you did meditation and cooking, maybe one stream cooking, one stream meditation, people would be there. Absolutely.
Oh, that's a great idea. You're right. I should do a weekly schedule of different things because I do too many different things. I can't fit it all in one show.
Honestly, if you even streamed you editing photos or editing your music video, people would be super interested in that too.
Really?
So, absolutely. We have a good friend of the show, Mad Artisan. He's the one who made the Puppet Pals. Yeah. And there's a lot of folks who do some graphic design stuff. Maiko is one of them, right? But made our Puppet Pals, okay? And streams the creation of these things. He streamed the making of the Puppet Pals. He does a lot of Dungeons and Dragons streams, but he will also stream the behind the scenes stuff leading into the D&D streams, right? So the behind the scenes stuff is really interesting. And Awkwardish Panda, which is someone I met through Nintendo Nerds, does a lot of art based, maintaining mediocrity, who makes some really cool stickers. Again, somebody who makes, that's a category. I think it is makers and crafting. It's a category. Check it out. It's worth it. So King Gray is here. King Gray Theo did reference RDing earlier in the show. That's the only time that we did it so far. So we are both not RDing. In fact, we have our coffee and our tea. I love coffee. I love tea. Is that like the first song that almost nearly anybody taking piano lessons learns?
I've never heard that.
You've never
heard that.
Yeah, so King Gray is here. It is good to see you this morning. McKid has been hanging out with us a long time, and one of the ambassadors is here.
Greetings, Final Hour crew ambassador Chris M. Yee, Mayor of the Internet.
The Mayor of the Internet has checked in. It is good to see you, Chris M. Yee.
Wow.
Hanging out with us. Streaming tonight, I do believe. You can find Chris M. Yee's channel at Chris M. Yee on Twitch.
I just love how much love gets thrown around in this chat.
Yeah, y'all are
Cute.
great. You are great. We have a couple of things to share with you. We mentioned GMS Plays. That is happening this weekend. Be sure to check it out Friday and Saturday night. So we have that going on. Little Snufkin, our good friend, is having a 12-hour charity stream. Again, the beneficiary is Asian Americans Advancing Justice. Saturday, April 24th, 1 a.m. Pacific time. Because Snufkin, I believe, is Netherlands, right? So 10 a.m. GMT +1. Chris M.E. will be making an appearance on that as well for a segment called Let's Talk. There will be just chatting, a live read of Get Naked and Name of the Wind. And if you want any context about what that means, check us out on YouTube because we are now over 100 subscribers. So I'll have to change the copy on that chat. Let's play some words on stream this morning. We will do, this is our community game as well. Thank you. In Denmark. I appreciate that, Chris. So we're doing that. We'll do words on stream, and then coming up later this hour, we'll have our takeaways that were pretty okay. We'll have our clip of the day. It involves a cat, so that's good, right? Never a bad thing when it involves a kitty. And then we'll have a preview of tomorrow's show. We'll raid somebody if you're watching on Twitch. It's been really great. It's been really great to have a lot of you here, but also a lot of activity in chat. I think I needed that this morning, so I'm very thankful that you're here, while completely acknowledging, as Kate will tell us too on Kate's streams, lurkers are the heart of streaming. So I acknowledge that, but the fact that y'all have been here to kind of pick me up today means a lot. So thank you very, very, very much. So, all right, let's play words on stream. It's been a while.
I love it. The last checkpoint. This isn't a chat. This is a group hug.
It's a big, warm group hug, and I love it. I did look, by the way, and I will have some links for you next week, Theo, for games that are both on Mac and PC that we can actually play together. Because we were going to originally start playing Uno, which I thought would have been a lot of fun. We just can't play it together. So
yeah, I know. I tried to do it. Wait, so you're a PC?
I am everything. I use Mac primarily for IRL work, but in the streaming world, PC tends to have a lot more.
Okay,
benefits,
well, okay,
so.
that makes more. Yeah, that makes sense. Back in the day when I played. Okay, so I don't play a lot of games, but in college I was obsessed with playing Guild Wars. Does anybody remember that name? That game?
I do not remember Guild Wars. You're gonna have to hit me with this. What was
I
that
was
about?
obsessed. It was like, oh God, it's so terrible. I think an MMO, and it's like, I was like a fire elementalist and a ranger with a bow. And I basically, once I beat my doppelganger, I was like, all right, I'm done. But I was obsessed. I would come home from class, and I was dating Drew at the time, and I would not, like, I'd be like, get off the computer, let me sign into my avatar. Because he was like, oh, gaming's fun, just try it. And I did, and I was obsessed. But that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, Guild Wars were so much fun.
So, Dr. Chick, and chat in general, but Dr. Chick, I know you play a lot of Smite. Is there any way that, like, someone who was into Guild Wars back in the day might be into, like, a Smite, or am I just complete? Because I don't know a ton about video games either, to be completely honest, and welcome to Gaming Morning Show. So, yeah.
Kind of like a Diablo. I have not played Diablo. See, because after that game, I was like, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. I had to stop.
Yeah, I mean, like, the closest thing I play to any MMO, and you're going to look at me and say, like, chat, you're going to be like, Ryan, you're not even close. But I played StarCraft for a very little bit, right? And I enjoyed it because I was playing with some friends on the internet. And that was probably the main reason I did it. but like the concept of the game was kind of cool. Like you build little bases and you're in different places where, you know, you're trying to put up defenses, and then all of a sudden, but I don't know if it would last for me. So yeah, and I don't know anything about Guild Wars, so you just taught me something, which is super fun as well. I love it.
See, I thought I was like the odd man out who probably didn't know much about gaming. Well, it's funny because when I went to advertising, I worked for a gaming network site for like 5 years.
Yeah, I would love to. I really would be interested in working in video games. I don't know. I was thinking a lot about this the other day too. Kim Chica, who is a great friend of the show, twitch.tv/Kim Chica. I think Kim Chica 25 on Twitter. They just got their game funded, and they're going to be doing a game. You know, I'm going to do it a disservice to not have the description, so I'm going to pull it up and talk about it while we play words on stream. But it was just really cool to see somebody who's been such an advocate for indie games, who does so much good work as, I think, a community manager, but certainly associated with Rose City Games. Like seeing Jenny and her team get funded while on the IntelliGame stream, for what it was worth, who's also a really good outlet for understanding the full context of video games and how they have a role in society. Those are two really good places that, you know, you can hang out with, hang out in, and learn a little bit more about the meaning of video games. Whereas, like, I'm very much a surface person so far, right? I just want to go play some games with some friends and, you know, try to win, right? Like, that's what's fun for me so far. Yes, in fact, Jenny is involved in Spirit Swap. Yes, absolutely. I see Mr. Fishy McFish. Fish, you are going to be so proud of us. After your appearance on Gaming Morning Show's 5 Questions, Fish was one of our earliest contestants, in fact. We had Fishy on. Fishy is a very good YouTuber in terms of both content and then also understanding how to, you know, be discovered through YouTube. Fishy gave us some great advice, Theo, in our 5 Questions about how to get discovered. And the Gaming Morning Show completely ignored all of it. And now, here we are 5 months later, we finally have our 100 subs so we can get our custom URL. And what's hilarious, Fish, is this link right here. I just changed this copy. I probably changed that on Monday because we really had been talking a lot about getting the 100 subscribers so we could get the damn URL. But I hadn't done the thing where you click on that link and then it immediately asks you, do you want to confirm your sub? Like, it makes it super easy. The CTA, call to action, is immediate. Someone can just say yes right away, and then it's done. That's not the reason we hit it. We hit it because that Emo Kid Mark and Jazniff and everybody who was here early on in chat was like, oh, yeah, we'll help you. And we just got it. So it was all your love and kindness. Which, by the way, the last subscriber that hit us to 100 was, in fact, username Put It On a Pancake.
Put it on a pancake.
This mystery person. I'm like, Ryan, is it you?
It's not me. But I know who it was. His name rhymes with Emo Kid Arc. Not going to name any names, but... All right, let's start this Words on Stream. If you've never played before, you'll see a whole bunch of letters in the upper corner there. You just can type them straight into the chat, and we will go ahead and you'll see them on there. There's one 7-letter word, and there's a whole bunch of 5s and 4s. At the very beginning of this game, there is no fake letters. There are no hidden letters. You just start typing words in the chat. If you're not on Twitch, you can scan that QR code, and you can play on your phone in the browser and be able to participate as well. So yeah, like right off the bat, Theo's going. We got full out there. Go from there. Yeah, Fishy, the first 100 is the hardest, and we took some emphasis off of it, but you all are just so kind to kind of get us there today. It meant a lot. Spacing out, Dr. Chick, I ended up not going to work today. My growing belly makes it hard to sleep, so I was too tired. If Space, you have an update for us, like how far along and all that stuff, and you're willing to share, I would love to know. But yes, congratulations again on the pregnancy. I'm excited that you'll be having a baby soon.
Congrats.
Spacey, and thank you again for the host this morning, too. Mr. Fishy McFish, I'm on iPad, so excuse delayed response and fat finger typing. I had a bad iPad day yesterday. I watched most of my Twitch, to be honest, on my iPad. And I was in Nintendo Nerd stream yesterday, and I called back rolls bank rolls. So There you go.
Wait, but why were you? Wait, what kind of back rolls? Are we talking about like fat back rolls or like?
No, that's
like,
just
what
back
kind
rolls
of
his name. That's
Oh.
his identity. Back rolls and Nintendo nerds can that is back rolls behind the Nintendo nerds name. I don't remember. You've told me the context of it. You're always welcome to share in our chat for sure. Spacey is 4 months exactly today.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's a
Like-
drag queen reference.
Oh, right. Yeah, you had told me that story before. What was the drag queen name other than, the one that is close to Gaming Morning Show?
Analist Morissette.
Which, as you acknowledge, is a great drag queen name. What was the one that you said you would go by? I can't remember. You told us that story yesterday. Again, if you want to share that in our chat. But you're...
Okay. I was like, me? I was like, no.
Let's see. Here we go. This is Copia with 24 stars to lead the way in the first round.
Nice.
AJ, 20 stars. That emo kid Mark posted 15. Theo with a big 14-star bomb. And Chris M.E. with a Kelly Blue Book.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I love it.
So would you come out with like a Toyota or something or some car?
You'd have to have isn't their thing like a blue ribbon? You got to have like a beautiful blue ribbon.
Like a certification outfit.
Then your rival drag queen would be a Carfax or whatever that Fox is in the commercials.
Yeah, I think that you gave me my drag name.
She's gonna read you the list. I love you so much. That was so hard for me. I didn't find any. I'm with you, Space, and I'm pretty good, honestly, with letters. So, Carrie Fax, my nemesis. Let's go.
Ooh,
Hey,
this is tough.
anyone in chat, we need to find out when there's got to be like a drag queen day, right? And we will do that, Emo Kid Mark. We'll do top 10 drag names on Drag Queen Day. There's got to be like a National Drag Queen Day or National Dress and Drag. There's got to be something like that, right? King Gray gave me, my drag name would be something about dogs, like uncooked dogs. And I love morning, so uncooked canines in the morning.
Oh.
See, Spacing Out's on the board with...
I know. Exactly. I was impressed with the bras. Good job.
Well, we already talked about this. I was discussing hard pants and soft pants. And then Lady K and Theo come through with the realization that, like, I have not lived the hardest of hard clothes, which is the bra. And to throw that off at the end of the day apparently is an amazing feeling.
It's like a release. It's just
Literally.
like because it's just all day and then you take it. You're like, it's like the best.
Yeah.
Why do bras even exist? Honestly.
Probably for the same reason we have to wear dress pants to work. Some sort of societal norm that we created.
Yeah, exactly. Sexist, I think.
Probably. It was probably some man somewhere was like, hey, y'all need to wear this.
Yep.
We're failing.
That is legitimately probably.
AJ giving us a hashtag free the boobs.
For
For what
real,
it's worth,
though.
while you're playing this, as we sync the last hits in round number, it's level number 2. We got 10 of 14, so we do skip 2 levels. We move to level number 4. This is our community game / game for the hour. Copia now takes the lead with AJ tied at 39 stars. Chris M.E. is on the podium, had a 8-star round. 3 is the position for Chris M.E. at 17 stars. And Emo Kid Mark, who got none in that last round, is still in distance. 15 stars. Miss Theo Maiko with 14 as is spacing out. Our leader in the round was AJ with 19. Copia had 15. And welcome back! Look, it's Maiko and spacing out tied with 14 apiece. We move on to level number 4 and gives me a chance to recap the days of the day today. It is World Creation and Innovation Day. It is World Stationary Day. Bulldogs Are Beautiful Day, which, Gray, you were talking about dogs just a second ago, even though it was in relation to drag. Do you like bulldogs? Anyone like, who loves bulldogs? That's the one I'm curious about. Chocolate Covered Cashews Day. American Red Cross Giving Day. Theo Drinks Tea Day, better known as just Tea Day. Banana Day, Administrative Professionals Day, and Kindergarten Day as well. National Yellow Bat Day. I'll give you some context on that because Mike did link that for me, so let me check that out while you continue to find words in level number 4. We've already surpassed what was required. in this level, chat, to move on, we only needed to get 69 points.
Nice.
And we have 87, now 93. So, y'all are crushing that board right now.
Boys.
Tomorrow, Mike, Sean, and I will be together at least early on in the show. Sean can actually stay for the whole Thursday show. So we will not have Mad Libs tomorrow, but we will have a full show again, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
What day is your most hyped up show day with all three of you?
Well, the two shows we're together for the entire show are Monday and Thursdays, and as Grim Toga has told us, our Thursday show is known as the Chaos Show. So the weirdest things typically happen on Thursdays.
Okay, so I feel like I should drop in on a Thursday once in a while.
I mean, you should just hang out with us all the time. So, when you're ready,
so much fun to be around with everybody. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest vision for this is every show has at least 4 people, and we just have a good time all the time. There is a show, and they actually do stream on Twitch. It's a long-running radio morning show, but it's called The Kid Craddock Show. And you'll hear it in almost every market that has radio because it's syndicated. But I was watching their show on Twitch the other day. They had at least 9 people in their stream. And that's kind of the basis, is like, having fun, goofing off in the morning, that kind of stuff.
That's so much fun. Is it like a conference call where you're like, oh, no, you go.
No, see, that's the thing, is they have it all routed correctly, and they've been doing it so long that nobody does that, by and large. So, yeah. And we all do a great job of that, too, on this show. I'm pretty impressed some days where it's like, oh, yeah, I figured we'd be stepping all over each other for hours, and instead it's not the case. Copia given great round. Chris M. Yee had a 23-star round. That's tied for the best. AJ also up there at 23. Spacing out for someone who said, I couldn't find a single one. You came through and had a big round 4 and round 3. Or I guess it was level 2. That's 22 stars for Space. Copia at 16. Theo, not on the board. What happened in level 4?
Because we were talking the whole time.
I gave you the distraction. My bad. So AJ's our overall leader right now. 7 in front of Copia. And then 15-star lead for Copia in second place over Chris M. Yee. Welcome to the podium, Chris M. Yee. Space is just 4 off the podium as we move to level number 6. Words on stream.
I love how Mike is legitimately not working right now.
Yeah. The only reason Mike's not on the show Wednesday is Mike's not in his house.
Which is such a bummer.
Let's see. Oh, I read that as Polson, and I was like, wait, are we doing this day in gaming history? Because all those come. We got double nips. And AJ squeaked out Space for nips. So we've seen bras and nips today. How we doing, chat? The National Yellow Bat Day has something to do with the Army. 265th is a bat with outstretched wings. Okay, it's military. Cool. Before deploying, the personnel painted all the military vehicles with a yellow bat. So there you go. That is National Yellow Bat Day.
Interesting. Is it interesting? Have you seen a yellow bat?
One of my favorite lines is my good friend Carl used to do this thing where it's like the bat comes out at night and then just be like, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things. My friend Carl looks like Jim Carrey and has facial expressions like Jim Carrey.
And he's hilarious.
I think he's about as much fun as I imagine Jim Carrey could be. So, yep. Everything about that.
Yep.
I'm a big fan. So, there's a look in Liar Liar that Jim Carrey puts on his face.
My God.
And my friend Carl can do that spitting image. But the funny thing is he didn't try to imitate Jim Carrey. He just does it on his own. That's just something that's in his DNA. I'm pretty sure they're long lost souls or something. So
amazing.
We swept the board, chat. We swept the board. Level 16 was just owned by Gaming Morning Show. We are crushed.
Wow. Yeah, Mike is really not working. He got a few of these.
Mike, get back to work. Copia has a grand total at second place for 69 stars.
Nice.
Good job with the AJ and Copia recognizing that right away. Maiko, 25 stars, 6 better than AJ Storm in level 6, and Copia had a 14-star round, tied with Chris M.E. I would love to know, Theo, how words on stream differentiates between Copia and Chris ME having the same amount of stars? Is it first to 14? I don't know. But they always put somebody in third as opposed to a tie. Welcome back, that emo kid Mark, hitting a 7-star round and is now in 6th place overall, trailing Space. Look, it's Mike O, who's now tied for podium position. So,
Because it's not working.
but is definitely working super hard. Super hard. That was hard for me. That's what she said. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let's move on to the next level. This level is level number 9, and there is now officially a fake letter. So when you find out what the fake letter is, let us all know, and Bob will make a donkey sound to let you know that we found the fake letter. So when you hear the donkey sound from Bob, see cake, there's no K. It's a fake letter, not a hidden letter. We saw cane, someone tried cane, and it didn't hit. It could be the C. I think the C is fake. Someone just tried cure and didn't hurt. I'm going to officially call it
C.
C is the fake letter.
See? Ugh.
So don't use the C. You see no C. Waka waka. Fishy actually tried American, like full-blown straight-up American, but I actually saw close to a better chance of having America in there. So.
America.
Nintendo Nerds gets manure and says, I just had to swoop in there and get the 6 letter to prove I still got it. Nice work, back rolls. So good. So good. We're doing pretty good. 53 of 48, so we'll definitely advance. We're at level 9. Gosh, this is where I need Hofbrew, because Hofbrew used to be able to keep track of our official ever like high in games. Hofbrew seems to lock in on those things. So I think I want to say the highest we've ever gotten was like 17, level 17. Because after you get to like level 12, they start to add a fake letter, and then the clock starts to go really fast. I gotta have Cheritomo, who's a streamer we've had on, play 5 questions as well. Used to play this quite a bit on stream, and I was curious what Kara's top score is. So, Fishy actually met America. Just actually typed full-blown America or got auto-corrected, either way. Well, we only got 10 of 15, Theo, but we are good to go to the next level. You came through and got a 4-star. How'd you feel about that round?
Very accomplished, as normally I'm very terrible at guessing anything, so I'll take it.
Chris ME, the leader in level 9, 18 stars for the mayor of the internet. Copia had 10, so moves to 79. Or as we'll tell you on Gaming Morning Show, 69 plus 10. Nice. Nintendo Nerds had 8 stars. AJ with 7. Space back in the game with 6. Kakuri had 4. And of course, Nintendo Nerds had to flex with the big 6-letter word. Your podium as it stands right now is AJ by 9, followed by Copia, 7 better than Chris ME. And look, it's Mike O, went back to work. Added nothing to the 54-star total, and so is sitting outside of the podium. We moved to the next level, probably what, level 10? I didn't even see. Yeah, level 10. We only advanced.
You are truly gifted, just by giving the rundown every single time. Seriously, you do it with such gusto.
That reminds someone said in the Kiki Cup. That's kind of what we do in the. So Kiki Cup's a Kill Race Apex Legends tournament that Kiki hosted last Saturday. The second one, the next one is June 5th. Gaming Morning Show was a sponsor, and will be a sponsor again. And someone said that when we were looking at all the behind-the-scenes folks, Copia led a great team, and we have this big text feed of everything that's happening in all the games that we're not seeing. Oh, we have indication D is fake. D is fake. And that was what someone was complimenting us on, was our ability to like keep track of the synopsis as we went through round by round. So you're very kind to say that.
No, you're gifted for sure. Not everybody can do it. You're guiding us.
The D is bad. Bad D. Bad D.
Stinky D.
Don't touch the D.
Yeah, nobody wants stinky D. No.
The D is fake.
D! Exclamation point.
Bob really likes to put emphasis on things. Did I see cycle in there? No, there's not enough C's. Someone guessed deer. Oh yeah, the D is fake. So it's somewhere between L and R. Is there like a Leary? No, that one. Oh yeah, someone got Leary. Space got Leary. Oh, Chris MU with liar. What's Lyre? That's probably not. Is that more like lar as opposed to liar? Lar.
Is that an animal or a weapon? What is that?
An animal or a weapon?
I'm gonna look this up. Sounds fantastical to me. Oh yeah, it's a stringed instrument like a small U-shaped harp with strings fixed to a crossbar. Oh yeah, in ancient Greece, you know.
Yeah, Lady K hit us with Apollo's golden lyre. It's like a harp. Nice work, Lady K.
Yeah, there you go. I knew she would know.
Mayor of the Internet is crushing so far, but not able to close the gap yet to AJ Storm, but has tied Copia in the second place position overall as we've completed now level 10. We'll move to level 13 next. Chris had 14 stars, Space with 12, nice round again by Space, and AJ with 11 stars, Kakuri, Copia, and Look It's Mike O down the table on level 10. Your fourth place competitor overall is Look It's Mike O, significantly behind third place, which is Chris M.E. Copia, now tied at 86 stars apiece. Hey, Space, I am curious. My wife always talked to me about pregnancy brain. Have you ever felt like your intelligence is being sucked away by what's growing inside of you? Because if it is, good news is you're not showing it, at least in letter games. You're doing really well, if that would be the case. Yes, just big old caps, yes. Yeah, my wife said the pregnancy brain was significantly real. All the time. Oh, we got our first hidden letter as well. So when you identify the hidden letter, let me know, and I will alert the masses, of course, the moment that you realize... well, engineer was just guessed by Copia. E-N-G-I-N-E-E-R. No, there's all... That's all there. G-E-N-I-E, that's all there. I mean, I think the Z is probably fake. It just seems like that's the fake letter. E-N-G-I-N-E. Copia hit with engine. 2 big words from Copia so far. I still don't know what the fake letter is. Or the hidden letter, excuse me. Does anyone think the hidden letter or the fake letter is not Z? It's got to be Z, right? Okay, AJ reporting. Z is fake.
Z.
But the hidden letter is R. Yes, green has been hit. So green was hit by Emo Kid Mark. So R is now in play. Use the R, please.
R.
Whoever was talking, maybe it was Load Last Checkpoint, was talking about podcast voices. I could just sit here and hear Bob, say the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E.
Is this helping the game?
F, G.
Just he's so crispy. I love it. Yep, you nailed him, AJ. R was hidden. Z was fake. You now have 1 string. We need 8 points, chat. Good guess, Greener from Kakuri. We're going to lose out on level 13. Oh, Chris ME with Grin late. It was almost enough. We got 9 of 15. We lose by just a couple of points. Your champion of this edition of Words on Stream with Gaming Morning Show is Copia with 102 stars. You, my friend, are one of life's winners.
You are a genius.
102 stars. Chris ME with 100, and AJ hits the podium with 99 in Space. For having that rough first round, you come through with a 4th place finish. Your top 10. Look, it's Mike O, that Emo Kid Mark, Kakuri, Miss Theo, and Nintendo Nerds dropping that 6-letter bomb earlier. And then just checking out. Being like, whatever. I did what I came here to do. So.
Is there an ultimate? Is there an ultimate champion yet?
Of Words on Stream?
Yeah, like a
you
who's
all
won the most?
Are our ultimate championship. No, we should do that. That would be fun. We could do it on a monthly basis too, since we don't play this game every day. That could be kind of fun. So, chat, if you're interested in that, I'd be happy to find a prize to give away.
Yeah.
If you don't know already, by the way, we've talked a lot about this in the past. We didn't do it today yet. Miss Theo is usually here on Wednesdays, and you can find all things Miss Theo by going to I am Miss Theo on Instagram. Theo is outstanding at pretty much everything, but namely musician, photographer, Reiki master, and an egg roll extraordinaire. Although we talked about this earlier, you're pretty much a good cook at everything. So.
Oh, well, that's very kind. Not everything, but
what
I
is
like to
what is your favorite thing to cook?
honestly, it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
But I love Italian food. Like, that was kind of the first thing that inspired me. Well, I mean, I grew up cooking Asian food, so that's a given. But Italian and Asian food, that's my faves.
What's your top Italian dish?
There's this soup that I actually learned how to make in college that kind of ignited my, like, cooking free. And it's amazing. And I memorized it. It's how much I loved it. But it's just bacon. Cut up some bacon, onions, garlic, put it in a pot, brown it up, chop up some cubes of rye bread, brown rye bread, put it in there, fry it up a little bit, add chicken broth, tomatoes, basil, and a whole bunch of herbs and stuff. And then you mix it around. It honestly, someone once told me that it tastes like pizza in soup form, which makes sense because I love pizza. And then you put a dollop of mascarpone and sour cream on top, and you eat it together. It's delicious.
And then you take all of that.
Put it on a pancake.
No confirmation. You could.
I feel like we need like a visual for that.
Oh, like a hand motion?
Yes.
Well, we have a pancake emote somewhere, but we can't use them in chat because we, are all over the place. We're not just on Twitch. I want to give a couple of heartfelt kudos. First, goodbye, Joel. Take care. Got to run to some meetings. Have a great day. And then it's requesting some of us play Apex, which we will soon, I promise. Chris and me said that your soup sounds really good, but also said the prize is the friends we made along the way.
Aww.
And that was on the heels of Copia saying, the prize is time with you guys. Aww.
Wait, why don't we okay, we need to get what's his face? Sorry. No offense. Announcer guy. I'm sorry.
What? You forgot Bob's name?
Okay, Bob, thank you.
Pretty okay. Bob says pretty okay. Plenty of air in here. No need
of
air in here. No need
really?
to worry.
Are you really? Bob is fine. Bob's fine.
Bob is great.
Okay, if you could get him to do a I feel like we did, yeah.
Well, I think after we forgot Bob's name, I don't know if Bob's gonna do anything for us.
I know. I'm sorry, Bob. It's early and I'm not a morning person. You can blame it on that. And it was 420, so blame it on that too.
True. Yeah, you're still 421ing, as you will. So getting back to off the 420 day.
A little slower here, Bob.
No, we'll let you stay, Theo. I mean, chat's wanting me to say this is Theo's last show, but I wouldn't do that. That'd be ridiculous. It is now 8:45 on the West Coast, 11:45 on the East. It is 4:45 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Emo Kid Mark did mention that apparently we need to get Emo Kid Mark a box and put Mark in there with Bob. I don't know if Bob wants that. Bob, what do you think?
Bob likes it.
Okay, maybe Bob's more into it than we think. So that is not true. It's just it wasn't on the National Day calendar or Days of the Year website, so I deleted that part.
So if it's not on the particular website, but it's a well-known holiday.
I didn't have that on my rundown. We actually talked about it today, so there you go, so Mike. Did you partake in 420 Day, Mike? This is your opportunity. Let us know.
Yeah, what's it like in Indiana? I don't even think do you even have access? What is?
Yeah, I wonder what the procedure is. The bureaucracy is like. Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for any youngsters who are watching, though, just know that with anything, with responsibility, make sure you take care of yourself first.
That sounded like the end of a PSA. Yeah, justice for Bob Copia. Although Digital Doc was quick to all caps say fired. Wow, Digital Doc, that's a lot coming straight at Theo like that. I mean,
Bob
It's
is
okay, it's
good
okay.
with it.
all right. Apparently,
I
Bob's good with
deserved
you being
it.
fired. So.
I deserved.
News from Mike O. However, Michigan, it is legal and has some dispensaries that may or may not have edibles that I may or may not eat. Just say. Oh, Digital Doc was trying to steal you for Gaming Afternoon Show. I understand. Absolutely. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Wait, is there actually a gaming afternoon show?
Well known. If you want to watch Gaming Afternoon Show, please go to twitch.tv/DigitalDocGames, and that's where you can find the alleged Gaming Afternoon Show. So many folks have hung out with us, Theo, and then have decided that they need to spin off. We have Morning Gaming Show from Mike O. We have the Gaming, and Morning Entertainment Show from Sports.Gaming. So many imitators are out there.
Oh wait, so Mike O is imitating his own show.
And in that sentence, you encapsulated all of what working with Mike O is like. Because the things that you didn't expect to happen. So, I don't know.
That's for his real job. Oh god, that's funny.
Chris M.E. I want gas. Gaming Afternoon Show. Gas. Gaming Moron Show.
Got it.
Yeah, good moron. Yes, Digital Doc, no truer words have been spoken. Don't start diving into the psyche of Maiko. It's a very dangerous place to go.
Oh my
Yes, it really
gosh.
is. All right, I do want to close with this. It's important. And then what we're going to do is we talked about this. In fact, one of Theo's earliest shows, your friend Jessica was on here, Jess. And it was the day after the shootings in Atlanta. And one thing that Jess said after that show, which I really appreciated, was the idea of having entertainment-based shows. It is not only what the show is about. The show is definitely an entertainment-first show. But it is also one of the things I value the most. One of my favorite values is taking the reality of the load that daily life puts on people and lightening that through entertainment. I value it. I feel like it's one of the things that I enjoy doing the most. And because of that, and then there's other things like I've worked through with, which is namely ratings back in commercial radio, right? Like, you don't talk about serious stuff on entertainment shows because it's not the place for it, right? I disagree, and that's something that we do through Gaming Morning Show. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend a couple of minutes here addressing the shooting in Columbus, and I want to hear your thoughts as well if you're willing. And then we're going to give you your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, okay, like we always do. We're going to give you the clip of the day. We're going to send you out on a little bit of a high note, and we're going to raid somebody on Twitch. But it's important to talk about this. And this happened yesterday in Columbus. A police officer from the Columbus Police Department shot and killed a 16-year-old girl. Now, I have seen the number be 15, so I'm just going to reference it as a teenager just to be safe from an accountability standpoint. But Makia Bryant was shot and killed. There's body cam footage. I watched it myself. The police department put this out on the day of the shooting. Some have said there's some editing to it. I didn't notice that in the first watch that I did, so I want to, just speak from my own experience in that respect. But a police officer gets out of a car, runs toward a skirmish that's happening between two individuals. That skirmish then moves away from the police officer toward a car in the background, and the police officer shoots and kills Bryant. Shot 4 times from just my watching of this body cam. And there's some discussion that there was a knife involved, and that may have prompted the actions of the officer. That is some of just the context about what we're talking about. What I know is that there was a gun fired by a police officer, and now a 16 or 15-year-old girl is dead. And I feel like one of the things we're discovering through social media is the accountability that's there that hasn't been there in the past. We're talking 10 years ago, right? And if you're not starting to believe this with your eyes, think about like even something as simple as what I call the 50% rule. I don't know how you look at a video like this and even say, okay, I believe 50% of what I saw, which that in a lot of ways is absurd, right? But just start believing the stories at minimum 50%? What if half of what people tell you is true, right? Then can you even live with half of it, let alone the reality, which is very likely 100% of it's true, right? Believe people. And this really shook me because I don't understand why the police officer chose the route that they chose, okay? But it is awful to know that somebody so young, let alone anybody, is dead again because of violence pertaining to the police, but also pertaining to firearms. So I'm going to yield and let you have a space to bring this up, but I was triggered by racist language in the video game we were playing in the 6 o'clock hour. It really took me out of sorts. You know, you were just a moment ago complimenting me about a certain skill I have. I lost all of that, right? What are your thoughts? What's going through your head in regards to this?
I mean, I think a lot of people feel that it's sad that this is not like a shock, you know, anymore. And this has become such a, I mean, it's just sad that it's like happens every day. We wake up every day with something new and something different, especially as of late. And just really, in my opinion, you know, it just really goes to show you how much work we need to do in terms of like revitalizing our infrastructure, our foundations, and wiping it all clean and starting it all over. What used to work does not work now, and we're losing lives, and it's not fair, and it's, people are hurt on both ends, I'm sure, you know, the family of the victim, and then the family of the person who, you know, who pulled out the gun and shot. So it affects everybody, and it's just really sad. And, you know, I think a lot of people are hurting right now. I just want to send love to everybody right now. You know, may they find some healing and some comfort, even if it's for a little bit, and just take it day by day. And if we all come together and we send out good vibrations and we make better decisions, you know, at home and within ourselves, and moving forward, and using our voices to speak out against what's wrong and what is right. You know, I think that on the bright side, it's hopefully bringing us together more to make some real change. And it's unfortunate that it has to come at a cost like this with a child. But yeah, it's like, when is it going to be enough for the people who are in charge to actually make a real change and not be so focused on money and power?
The power structure is definitely at play here, and it's I want to say that there's reason for optimism, but I'm coming from an infantile reference point, right? Because I have not lived this kind of experience every single day of my life, whereas I know there are many people of color who have, right? I am from an incredibly privileged position, and I was surrounded by a white community, and there is a lot that goes into play there from an education standpoint, a power standpoint, and a privilege standpoint, right? And what I have always been in tune with, and you and I have talked a little bit about this, is I've always been fairly in tune with my emotions. I've definitely let my emotions come through, and I've definitely let like the power of recognizing how you're feeling come through, right? Even to the point where I've been asked by some people to like rein it back a little bit because they can see how visibly emotional I am in circumstances where it would probably be better for other people to be a little more PR-y, right? And not pretend I'm feeling the way that I am. And I'm not good at that, right? And there's a lot about the personality that I am that makes that the case, right? I had an incredibly emotional response to the news last night, and then this morning with the trigger that happened in the video game. Like, that means something, right? Please take care of one another. Mike, if you choose to do that, thank you for your effort and your time in doing that. I agree with everybody. Please be as safe as you possibly can. Take care of one another. And we'll talk about this topic again. I very much hope that our conversations around systemic racism, social justice, police brutality can definitely be there without having it on the heels of another death, right? Like, that would be a much more ideal situation than the circumstances we are in today. but to the teenager, to the family, to everyone who was there. That's another thing. Like, there were people surrounding the scene, right, who witnessed this. Everybody, please take care of one another, and I'm giving as many positive vibes as I can. And there's no easy way to segue out of these things. It would be easiest if I just click the end stream button, right, and say, hey, have a great day, we'll see you tomorrow. But if we are truly trying our best effort to be an entertainment show that talks about topics like this, then we can segue out of this, because that is what the show is normal, right? That is normal for the show, to have that kind of discussion within the context of an entertainment show. Theo, what I will say is I appreciate you so much for all the things that you bring to my life. Thank you for giving us your thoughts on this, and thank you for being here on Wednesdays. And if, someday in the future, more, we'll see what happens. And do get on the streams, damn it. Do get on the streams and start cooking and editing and singing and meditating.
Well, only if people will hang out with me while I'm doing it.
I think you already have a lot of people who would.
Oh, well, I love everybody here. Oh, look, and I've been officially forgiven by Mike, so all is well. Okay, I can live freely now. Done.
That's how we get you. All right.
That's okay. That's okay. I won't invite him on my show.
I'm gonna send you over to Tiffany Witcher if you're watching on stream. Sorry, on Twitch, excuse me. And there's a lot of reasons for this. One of which, she's a woman of color. So I want to use this platform, thank the people who are here with us this morning, and send people over to say good morning from GMS. Also, in my experience with Tiffany Witcher, the whole focus of this stream is to raise money for places that need it, right? And that's a very important thing as well, to use the leverage that you get from being able to have people click a button and give you money to then redirect that to a great place. So we're going to do that here in just a second. Space, thank you for hanging out with us today. If you are able to stick around and say hi to Tiffany Witcher from us, I would love that very much. Here are the recaps of the headlines from the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. If you missed it in the first hour, you can go to our Twitter.
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
There's not a lot. Sources say Discord has decided to remain independent. That's from Game Informer's Marcus Stewart. For now, that's always a caveat with anything that can be bought, right, in the tech world. But for now, Discord has certainly decided to remain independent. And COD Black Ops Cold War Season 3, there were some details out from Liana Rupert of Game Informer. And congratulations again to that emo kid, Mark. You are our GMS name of the morning because we didn't have a game to talk about.
Hashtag GMS name of the morning.
So we may give emo kid Mark away for our name of the month giveaway in May for the month of April. Or Wage, who was our winner for Monday, because we also had another empty spot in our rundown. Kajito has been so great to give us a clip of the day theme song. Certainly open more of those. Theo.
Wait, you guys don't want Ryan to keep on singing? Clip.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad if you think about it.
Day.
But here we go. Thanks to our friend Kajito.
Clip of the day. Clip of the clip of the day. Clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Uh-oh. I screwed up, Theo.
Why?
I didn't have it ready to go. Stand by. One more time, Kajito.
Clip of the day. Clip of the clip of the day. Clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Just like we planned. I was on a lyrics bender yesterday in Austin's stream. Everything that Austin said reminded me of some sort of lyrics. I mean, I even got into MIB. Here come the man in black. Yeah. It's fun. I had a good time.
Nice word.
Every breath you take. Yeah, that's how I know Mike's getting closer to me, is it gets louder as Mike closes in. It is 6:30 on the West Coast. It is 9:30 on the East Coast. 2:30 for those watching in the afternoon. GMS Plays news. We have 2 episodes of GMS Plays coming up this weekend. We'll tell you about that. But first, as Arturo smashes the tail. It looks like a cat shark because his tail was in the frame and that was it. So it's just doo-doo, doo-doo. Can we get hashtag... Can we get hashtag cat shark in the chat? Oh my gosh, Arturo just thump right on top of Sean's broadcast studio. It was so great. So great.
Oh.
That is your clip of the day. Thank you, Kajito, again for a wonderful song. There we go, DRG. Good morning to you. Not BRV Gaming is here as well. So many great folks who have shown up. Pickle was here. I didn't even say hi to Pickle. Oh my gosh. It's so great to see all of you today. I have a story to tell you about Pickle Feats off air, so I will do that. It'll be good. You'll appreciate it since we went to college together. Oh, and say hi to Maiko for sure. I know you were here. No, I know you were here. I didn't see you and I didn't say hi to you. Space and Out had the host today. Aura, TKM Aura gave us a host today. That emo kid Mark did as well, and Axe in the very first hour as well. Kakuri's been here. Chris M.E.'s been here. Fish has been here. Everybody who hung out with us. There's so many more names this morning. I needed this. I'm thankful to you for being here. Please go and spread the love to Tiffany Witcher. If you have the ability to say good morning from GMS, we always appreciate that as well. And we will see you again tomorrow at 6 a.m. Theo,
Yes.
I appreciate you so much.
Love you guys. Sending you guys good vibes.
Great meditation segment. We'll have you back next week, if not sooner, for everyone possible. What's the name of it? The Amethyst? That's not right?
Amethyst.
Yeah, Amethyst. It was a lot of fun, even in the worst of circumstances at points. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We will see you again tomorrow. Say hi to Tiffany Witcher for us.
Doctor so juicy.
Wow, incredibly juicy.